Hello, everybody. Hope the audio's good. The OBS changed everything. My setup's slightly different now. I'm in a different room. Uh, so hopefully, let me know if there's any audio works. And also, Mathis is here.
I'm literally here.
Yes. um, which, yeah, I guess update number one is, and part of the reason why we paused the 100-line stream for about a month or so is because Mathis literally moved in with me. So, she is literally here.
I am real.
She's real. We haven't seen each other in person in like 6 months. 6 years.
I was gonna say 6
wrong,
months.
Wrong unit of time. And I took a drink of water, so it's like, well, I can't correct myself immediately. So that's unfortunate. I don't even know what's happening. What is this game?
What day are we?
We're on day 61.
Okay.
So we're 8 days till nice.
6 days till 7.
Alright, you win. Lexi.
Alright, the streams are over.
Damn it. See, I'm using your real name in person, and now I'm like, okay, I'll use the real name. And it's like, wait, no, we're online. We have to use fake names. So, okay. What was happening with Shoma again? You got sick or something?
So, I think I should go check my screen caps. I forgot to bring them with me.
Oh, whoops. Okay, I thought. Okay, yeah.
Because there's a thing that I think happened, but I don't wanna.
All good. Okay, so he's sick or something. No, he's always trying to force unlock his memories, I guess. Okay. Hello, everybody. Also, I don't know if this is too much of a problem for people, but we're thinking about... So, originally the streams were at 10 a.m. because that was to accommodate Mathis' schedule, but now she literally lives here. So, my thought process is we might move it to be an hour earlier, but, so that way it's like, it's closer to like, we can eat breakfast before the stream and lunch after, but, we'll see, I suppose.
So what has most recently happened?
Shoma's...
Ava stabbed Sire.
Right, Sire's fucking dead.
Yes. Shoma is trying to unlock memories.
Yes.
Because now Sire can't tell them the truth because he's fucking dead.
Yes. Right. Things. Yes, that is indeed what's happening. Okay, cool. Now that we've mentioned that we're living together now, I guess, what do we... Because I feel like there's so much that's happened in the last month since I've streamed, and it's like, what the fuck do we talk
normally
about
this is
first?
the part where we would, like, oh, how have you been? And it's like, oh, you mean, like, all things we've talked about over the course of the week?
How have you been in the last, like, hour since we ate breakfast? Like, what? But I guess to update for the stream, it's like, yeah, so, I guess one advantage is, I eventually want to put, so, for YouTube, I had some video ideas, and then the ones that were more timely, I decided not to do, because I think I got excited, because it's like, Mathis is here. Part of the arrangement was that, she would be able to edit videos for me, but, you know, she's still, like, kind of moving in properly, so, you know, it hasn't felt like the timing is right to drop a video into her lap, and not that I necessarily could. Who am I missing, or who was I doing with no, this wouldn't be the right menu. No, it's not the right menu.
Yeah, for me, it's like, I've been here for a couple weeks now, so I'm not, like, fully settled in. Like, I still have to figure out, like, insurance and medication and stuff, because I'm on the entire other side of the country. Still orienting myself, and then some days are like yesterday where I spent like the whole day or like 8 hours while you were at work just watching Iko Kuniki and writing down a bunch of notes. And it's like, oh, cool. I have like 4,500 words of notes, and I'm 5 episodes in.
Yep. So which is awesome. Yes, I remember the Truth of the War. Well, because we already knew that the invaders were, actually humans transformed, and now it kind of like, it wasn't a big revelation to me, but like, yes, we're the real invaders. Earth's fucked, and we are trying to destroy and then take over this world by destroying its inhabitants. So it's like, okay, we're the bad guys, actually. We're the invaders.
Are we the baddies?
Yeah, exactly. So, which didn't feel like a massive... I feel like, especially from playing the killing game route first, I kind of already was there to the point of figuring it out.
It's so interesting, because there are things that you did find out through the killing game, but there's still so much that you don't know.
I know. Something. Oh.
But like now I have to be careful like referencing my screen caps, because it's like, well,
as long as I don't look over at the wrong time,
Yeah.
or the angle as long like if you're like that, you'll be fine. Where with your laptop in front of you, and I can't see it unless I decide to deliberately be an asshole and lean over, which my chair is gonna creak, so it's gonna be like, okay, you're not slick. Ooh, where's sack of money? No, I probably food. Oh yeah, food stamps. There we go. That's Gaku coded.
or
Yeah. And so yeah, as for me video wise, so I watched One Piece live action season 2, and I had some thoughts about it that I wanted to share in a video, but I decided I'm gonna wait until season 3 comes out and just talk about seasons 2 and 3 in the same video. The other not evergreen video is going to be which had a tell you, which episode 3 in particular had this moment of like Coco, because I was sort of picking up on it in episode 1, but they sort of delivered on episode 3 where Coco, working as a tailor, as a clothier, sort of like has this transferable skill with focused drawing of long lines that's really helpful for using magic. I'm just assuming everyone here has watched or read Witch Hat Atelier, even though I know Mathus hasn't yet, and I don't know if anyone in chat. It's a reasonably popular series, especially this season. But and I was sort of like gonna use that to talk about some things I've been thinking about in regards to like, I'm 35 now. I'm going to college next year, and
I just had the impulse to say happy birthday, knowing it's not.
It was, so you did miss it.
No! No! Happy belated birthday! Fuck!
I thought, should I say something? But it's like, I don't really care that much.
I just looked at the date and I'm like, wait, May, isn't that...
Well, it's like how...
Hey, friend.
I have your birthday written down, I'll remember
You're kicking me out.
Yeah, so, oh yeah, you feel so late 20s. Yeah, no, I'm, cause it's like, so with my personal arc of it, when I was in high school, I kind of was just sort of jaded, and it's like, why am I gonna spend a shitload of money to learn things, especially when I didn't know what I would want to do. And even now, I still think that if you want to learn something, you can just do it. Like, school is an environment, especially, like, I remember learning Japanese, people have been talking about, like, adult learning problem, where it's like, you learn how to learn things in school, and then you leave school, and you don't know how to learn things anymore. And one thing that I've been doing since, like, doing YouTube, getting into creative writing before that, is, like, I learning Japanese now, it's like, I've already learned how to learn things, so to me, school seems kind of like, it's like, oh, I'm just paying $1 million things to get a degree, or $1 million to get a degree, and it's like, that's, and especially because, like, when you're 18, you're not going to know what you're going to want to do. Like, I have some of my friends who they've been going through college, and they're changing majors, and they're not sure what to do with themselves, or they're like, apparently, the jobs would pay better, but you're about as likely to get employed if you're a young man, like you're about as likely to get employed coming out of college as you are coming out of high school, you're just, you'll get a better job, but it's like the unemployment rate is basically the same. So it's like, I remember one of them saying like, what am I doing? Basically. So think about that with the Witch Hat video with like, she's like anxious about like, oh, my peers have been spent longer studying magic, and I've been spending all these years with fucking clothes. But then she finds that her skill, what she's learned from her mom with dealing with clothes, are like transfers directly with dealing with magic. And sort of like I was thinking that in that context of like how me learning Japanese and doing anime YouTube for a decade in July is like, because what I was really going to go to college for was just to just to get a degree for the sake of getting a degree. So I was like, I'll get English at this work college, I guess, so I won't spend very much money, and then I'll have a bachelor's degree. But I thought about it, it's like, well, if I'm going to spend several years doing college, like, why not do... I know what I'm interested in now. Like, so we were talking about that, Lexi, because you were talking about how... She was talking about how, or what were you in college in for specifically?
Oh, right. I went to college for a year for a... I forget the exact name of it, but it was some kind of media degree. And a lot of what I was learning was stuff tied into, like, television.
Dying media, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, well, I mean, like, I don't see myself doing this in, like, the near future, and also I was paying for my own tuition, so I made the decision, like, I'm already, like, outside of class, I would, like, do my homework. I was in, like, a couple clubs, I guess, and then I would just make YouTube videos. Like, I spent all my time making YouTube videos, so I'm like, why am I spending thousands of dollars to do the same thing that I've been doing, basically? And, like, maybe there were valuable things I could have gotten out of the degree, but it was kind of another practical decision. Like, I'm already doing YouTube, and I know that YouTube is the thing I want to do, so why not just save myself some money and figure that out? So that's kind of, that was my thought process.
Yeah, so, basically...
I'm also trying to talk louder, because I know I'm further away.
I've been concerned about that, yeah. Oh, hello. I was to finish what I was gonna say, or no, I lost it. No, so that for that video, it was like, hold on, where was I?
College.
Oh yeah, college. So, so I guess sort of part of the message of the video would be to sort of like talk about that and bring up, like I also thought about Shirobako, which had the example of the character who did like CG work and she wanted to do anime, but then she spends like she works for this company that makes car advertisements, so she was just doing the tires. Like, so it's like, oh man, I want to make all these cool things in anime. And it's like, no, you make fucking tires, idiot. But then, like, she did learn things at that job, and in the last, like, scene of the show, they have the shared hallucination of their dream anime, and the boat that the 7 Lucky Gods are on has wheels on it, because it's like, oh, what she has been doing, like, is still, like, sort of, I guess, the idea behind the video is that, like, as long as you're doing something, you're getting skills, you're learning things that you can put forward in ways that you'll never expect, is kind of what I'd want to express, and sort of like, which honestly, if anything, it's an advertisement not to go to college and just do, unless you really, like, because you mentioned, Spore mentioned, it's doing, STEM. It's like, that's something that's a little different, because the only way to really get into that industry is through college, but like Mathis was saying, in order to get into,
like, even if I wanted to just, like, so much of video editing and things like that are online media now, and at that point the skill is more learn how to like talk with people and network, which I absolutely could have learned there. And that probably would have been nice, but instead it's like, well, I just have to like figure it out on my own if that's what I want to do.
Yeah, that's another fun part about college, is that they don't tell you that like you're not there to do the work and get good grades. You're there to network and learn skills and learn how to be in the industry you want to be in. And the classes don't necessarily teach you that, or not implicitly, not directly, rather. Because like with you, it's like, oh, I could have learned those things, but it's like, that's not what you were being graded on. You're being graded on, do you do the assignments, and you were doing those. So yeah, it's...
I did have some courses that I like enjoyed, because maybe part of it too was like, I know some people, they go to college and they go not knowing what they want to do. They go kind of out of obligation.
Mhm.
But I like wanted to learn about some of the things that I was doing. Like I remember taking like a philosophy class, and that was kind of interesting. Or did I take a psychology? I don't. But like there were some things like I still have the. I was sorting through my books the other day, and you were, and
Yes.
I had that like audio engineering like textbook that I'm like I can still use this even if I didn't get the degree.
Mhm. Yeah, that which goes back to what I was saying about like the knowledge is out there. You don't need school to find knowledge. But yeah, it's sort of, but then I sat down to write the script and it just didn't come out at all. Where the One Piece season 2 one that I did draft, I just kind of like I was literally like lying in bed and I was thinking about it and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna write this one today, and I sat up and wrote it in like 2 hours. The draft. So oh, who would like this? Gaku? Because he works in factories? That doesn't seem right.
We come back to the streams and the very first thing is like free time, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't really have much to add right now.
Yeah.
なんだよ、気が利くじゃねえかよ。これからもよろしく頼むぜ。
I'm just waiting on the next choice. I know what it is.
Okay. Okay, cool. I got the. Okay, now I can do anyone else. Oh, this is a bond event you've never seen before because you fuck Gaku, or because fuck Gaku, rather.
バイ
Yeah.
トのシフトがめちゃくちゃだっつうの。
I think I did finally start
Oh,
doing
gotcha.
Gaku because I finished like literally everyone else's.
And you're like, whatever.
Like, might as well.
体はしんどいけど、狭くてうるせえ家にいるよりはマシだからな。
She tickles robots. Why did you say it like that?
料理が得意になったのもバイトのおかげだし、DJ だってバイトでできるようになったんだぜ。まあ、一番稼げるのは肉
Are
体
you
労
sure you're
働
not
系だって
thinking
分か
of
ってるけど、
Miyu
あんまり俺は得意じゃね
with
えんだよ
like that
Oh,
Sure.
wait.
Evo?
なんとなく
Oh,
俺
Mio?
は
Or no, what do
自
you
分
want
の
to
Did I
店
get
を
her name
持ってそう
wrong?
な気が
What's
す
her
る
name?
な。
Engineer girl?
Yeah, I know.
Not engineer. Was that her talent?
No, she was an inventor, I think.
Horny
Yes,
disaster.
yes, pink.
Horny
そう
for
したら
robot.
隅のも
Yes, I
常
remember
連
the
にな
one.
れよ。
Okay, that's unfortunate sport.
Yeah, I feel like I would still. I feel like I would encourage people to get like as high of an education as they can, like as is feasible, because like learning is good.
Mhm.
But you know, I know the circumstances I grew up in, and like my family couldn't. For some people, like their
Oh, I
family
did
covers
this to a
nothing, and for me, it just ended up being more of like a practical thing.
I didn't pay enough attention. I gave her something shardy.
I don't think it matters if you gave her the same thing, because you know. Oh wait, I see what you mean. It was only 4.
Yeah. Well, and they also, yeah, so.
いつ進行じゃ。
But anyway, like I said, I didn't feel like doing that video, even though I do think like the subject matter is interesting. But I'd like at least to talk about. But I don't know, and maybe those ideas will come. I'll think about something else to do with them later. Especially because the way I kind of want to do the video is like I talked about this with Vindy, but like Jacob Geller kind of like weaves a bunch of different media together. But anime, he doesn't really talk about that much because I don't think he dislikes it, but I just don't think he's super into it. And where Vindy talks about how like there's no one in the anime space who really does that. Like people generally make like single subject videos instead of like weaving together a bunch of different things with different ideas that are also have this one related idea, I guess. So I was kind of thinking they'll try something like bring up Shirobako, and Mathis had an example from Hunter x Hunter with Zapile, who he kind of like has this completely different skill set compared to Gon and Killua, but when they meet in the York New Arc, they kind of like, oh, he knows all this stuff about like auctions and fraud, forgeries and fraud, and Gon and Killua are hunters, and they're able to like both exist in this sort of space through different means, and it's like, that is pretty interesting. But yeah, I don't know, that video. Oh, he's okay. Oh, he's almost there. Okay. Oh, does he need hemoglobin?
解放できるんだ。僕たちの。おい。
Having a bad time. Having a bad time. Ledman's fine. I haven't watched it in a minute. So I'm kind of like. So back to the, because I was thinking like, oh, if I'm gonna get into YouTube, I'll probably like put some of these things or slow them down and focus on things for videos. But now I've kind of like gone back to how it was, where I kind of want to finish the things I've started, and I still want to do so because now that I am feeling more motivated to do YouTube again. I think I'm going to like make sure I'm gonna try and just build up a stockpile of evergreen videos that I can just upload when I start YouTube again. So like I have the Toxic Masculine and Bleach video. That was gonna be one that was gonna consider, it was like an experiment where I script it and then Mathwiz puts it on her channel basically. But that experiment didn't come to pass, so I'm just gonna do it myself. And then I'll let Mathwiz edit it. And then same for the Bleach OC video, or how to make a Bleach OC, which I still need to commission art for it and actually finish the script, but it's like 90% done script-wise. So Mathwiz can edit those. And then I'm not going to do the One Piece Season 2 video yet, even though I do have a draft for it. But the manga video is also done, and it's currently Patreon exclusive, I guess, but it is out there. And the last one is, I thought, because originally the Demon Souls video, I was sat down to try and do it, and I didn't feel like it, because I was also like, you know, kind of like, I'm not going to get back into YouTube proper, so I just didn't have the motivation to do it, but now I kind of do. So I do want to get back and try and finish that, especially because it's like, it's Demon Souls, like, it's always as relevant as it's ever going to be, so it's like, yeah, I can just do that video whenever, so I'll probably script that and edit that one myself. So those are the 4 that I have in quote-unquote production, or some, and I also need to convert some of them into Substacks, because, like, you know, trying to go do as little content to as many, like, potential streams as possible, like, if, you know, I don't expect my Substacks to make a lot of money, especially if they're just, like, slightly edited video scripts with screen caps and still images instead of video, but, like, you know, it's not impossible, and it might appeal to some people who don't care about the YouTube aspect, you know, and maybe there'll be stuff I can do on Substack that, like, I didn't feel like making this a video, but here's the script anyway, or whatever, or, like, revising, or one thing, like, if there's, like, because I thought about the idea of, like, redoing old videos, like, doing my Monica video again, especially because it was taken down from YouTube, but then incorporating context from, like, the movie that's coming out this year, like, that would be something that would be neat to do. But then if there's like one where it's like, I want to revisit it in some capacity, but I don't want to do it on YouTube, like, Substack is also not from there. So just like, I'm full of ideas, I just need to start actualizing them. But backlog-wise, I've currently, like, I've just got my list of stuff, and I'm just gonna kind of gradually work through it. So, Liveman, it's slightly lower priority because Shirokuma Cafe is, like, I'm closer to finishing it, so I'm just gonna finish it. So, god damn, it's been a while since I've seen these fucking bozos in this cutscene. Because, yeah, speaking of, backlog, I do have, like, basically what I did yesterday even was I sort of, like, looked over it and I just kind of divided it into, like, I guess to maybe, you know, because, like, with Ukuramono, my problem is that I have so much of it that, like, it's kind of hard for me to build up the motivation to do it. So what I've kind of done is I've basically, like, broken up like individual pieces. So I have like Utora Mono, which is divided into like, because it's got its combat, so you get achievements from. 100 Line has its different endings, so that's in there. Some other like and one-off things like Live Man, and I just sort of like divided into chunks, and I'm gonna just try it. Like right now, my current chunk, I have Dave the Diver, which I'm kind of addicted to. Utora Mono up to I think I have 2 more battles left. And then for Massive Deception for this chunk, quote unquote. And then Ashita wa Doyobi, or Tomorrow's Saturday, which is a manga. It's a spin-off of the Teasing Master Takagi, I think. And I saw a video on it because it's just really easy to learn, or to read rather, in Japanese. And the reason, because it's like, because I've also heard Teasing Master Takagi as being just easy to read in general, but this is like a 2-volume manga by the same author. And I literally read like 6 chapters this morning. I mean, which they were really short chapters, they're like 5 pages each, but still felt good. And then I feel like there's one more that I can't remember. Oh, Shirokuma Cafe. I already mentioned it. That's why. And then when I finished, so my logic is that I'm not gonna try not to do as little other things as possible until I finish those 4 things, and then I'm gonna do like the next like set of Utora Mono battles. Live Man probably I think is in my next one, and then 2 more things. And just like so I'll just gradually work through Utora Mono, and then eventually I'll add in 100 Line, which I want to save that for later because I want to finish these streams. And then with Mathwoods, we're probably going to group play through the Retsnom route because she wants me to do that.
Suffering!
Yay! And then, yeah. So yeah, it's my current backlog. So I'll I mean, I think it's fine for sure. I'm definitely curious about watching more, but I just, it's been busy because between work and my semester is almost over. Like I've been meaning to work on more video stuff, but I had to write like 2 essays for school, for college, and then I did finish them, but I didn't finish them. I guess I want to do a battle. It's been a while.
It's kind of weird going through second scenario, and it's like, do you want to skip this battle? When it's like, you know, because like I played through this as my second round, or first, 200. So these were all the reveals, and like this was the first. But now it's just like, yeah, you can skip this. And I was just thinking how like the fights in particular where the enemies start speaking, if you're kind of breezing through like your 30th route, it's like, okay, move along. I get it. I got the point.
Right.
And then, like, on my end of things, I gotta say, it's been nice to have a functioning computer again. I thought I was gonna have to take it someplace, but I feel like the like Windows V-bloat thing worked well, and also like having a stable internet connection because the computer didn't have built-in Wi-Fi. Whose fault was that? Who knows? But yeah, so like I've been able to actually like do some video editing. Granted, my computer stutters sometimes, but it's not nearly as bad as it was before. So I've been able to like do a little video editing. I feel like at some point I will, like, I feel like I should probably put out some kind of like update on my Patreon, because like I've got my hands in a bunch of different creative things right now, and I have a lot of different ideas across like different channels, and trying to keep that all organized and just give any kind of update. Like, I'm working on things, I promise. It's just they're disorganized.
Yeah, no, like from outwardly looking at your process, you kind of just like, oh, I feel like working on this video today, you know, and it's like, I don't know, because for me it's like I I love starting new things, but I hate having a lot of things going that I've started. So that's why I really try to push myself to finish things. So it's like, you know, where I don't know, you don't seem to have that anxiety in the same way, or not anxiety.
It's more like I do. So like I have some video ideas, like I have a handful that I started writing years ago that have just been sitting there because my brain like bounces around, and it's like if I don't strike on an idea like immediately and turn it around quickly, then at a certain point, like it's like hard to stay with it, and sometimes that's good because like I think as far as like my workflow goes, like sometimes it is just it's easier being able to like, okay, I did like a couple hours of video editing on this one video. Now I'm gonna switch over and do scripting on this next thing. And sometimes it's better for me to, like what I did yesterday, like I spent the entire day working on one thing, and I have so many notes, and that video doesn't seem like it's gonna be a quick turnaround, but also it's like, I don't know, Ikokumiki is one of those anime that like, I feel like it makes for a very like classic MathWiz video. Like here's self-reflection by way of anime. Except now I feel like a lot of what I need to explore is like trauma and shit. Which is why I really like Ikokumiki in the first place, because it does deal with a lot of heavy subject matter in a very like gentle and like tactful way. So it's cool, and I'm not in therapy right now because I'm still working to get insurance and everything set up. So it's kind of like, well, I'm not in therapy, but here's a project that is very self-reflective and therapeutic to work on. So it's kind of like the next best thing.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to fall into the trapping that I had in the past, where it was like my videos were kind of made as therapy, and I wasn't doing the actual therapy part.
Yeah.
Work in progress.
I'm slowly but surely remembering how to play.
But yeah, like the Ikokuniki thing, like I'm like taking all my notes like episode by episode, and I think a lot of it's gonna need to get like condensed, and like things that come up in a later episode are just another example of a point I've brought up earlier. So I have no idea what the video is gonna look like. But there are a couple things that I feel like will probably make the final cut as is. Spoilers, I guess. The anime deals with death.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, so like I was writing about episode 5, and you know, the discussion led into the point about how Ikokuniki will like trauma is very non-linear, and it will cut between different events across time rapidly to kind of illustrate a point for like emotional whiplash, or like, hey, this is what trying to work through this stuff can do. It can pull you out of the moment, whatever. So I was like making a point about Asa's mother. Asa's mother would make decisions for her, even smaller ones. But eventually she got tired of it. Learn to make your own choices, she said. But the second Asa came home with short, boyish-looking hair, suddenly that was the wrong choice. Sure, micromanage your child so much that it burns you out, then blame her for lacking autonomy. Let her make decisions only to ridicule the ones you don't like. Pick a lane, girl. The episode cuts directly to the car crash as soon as I hit play again. And it's like, oh, okay, now I'm the asshole.
She picked the wrong lane. Yeah, it's like, it's so fucked up, but it's also so funny.
Yeah, I remember things like that, like, I probably still need to be careful to a degree, like, I remember writing the Power of Toxic Friendship and Hunter x Hunter video, and like I had some people who didn't like the title because kind of my point for the video was like, here's this part of their friendship that was unhealthy for both of them, but they fixed it and it's good. But people were like, that's not what toxicity is, blah 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 blah. And I remember changing the title for a while and kneecapping it in the algorithm because at the time I felt insecure, like I didn't want to be trivializing like other people's experiences or whatever. And then like now I've gone through my own shit to where I'm just like I don't what's the word I'm looking for?
Care?
No, it's like I was very hesitant to speak on things before, and now I'm just kind of like I have a bit more. Part of it maybe is like don't care. It's like while not wanting to be insensitive, I'm also not going to dance around my own like grief or whatever. So I guess I'm just less. I don't know. I'm like gaining confidence, and if I it's a learning process.
Yeah, no, I think confidence is good. What's there more to say about that? Or, yeah, but no, I remember you fully telling me that. Maybe you've definitely talked about that in general, like people reacting to you, caring about the response to your videos.
Like the most infamous one is Togashi's trans characters, where I took pretty much all of it to heart when it wasn't all like good faith criticism. Some of it was just flat out hate speech, and that's the kind of thing that I'm trying not to like stress over as much anymore. Like I used to read all my comments. I think
Poor soul.
at a certain point, like I'm probably still going to read some, but I know I have like a new channel idea, and for that channel I plan to just not look at the comments at all for my own sanity.
Yeah. I'm not gonna play, I swear.
I think the only thing that's maybe stayed consistent with me across the move is like I'm still keeping up with wrestling weekly.
Yes.
And that's a whole can of them.
Yeah, you were watching some earlier, it sounds like?
Oh, yeah, every once in a while, I've had on this like side channel will put out a video talking about like, here's the new bad thing that WWE did. And it's like they've become, you know, like MAGA company. So it's like, oh, hell yeah, go off. I guess recently they just did their like annual, I say annual, but I don't really know how the company functions anymore because now it's a big corporation. But they did their annual like releases, and some of them are just insane. Like there's like a tag team in there who was like one of the faces of that division for the past like 10-15 years, and it seemed like they were a lock for life. But they're gone. There was have you heard of the wrestler Bray Wyatt?
No.
So he was this very good, like, character worker. Like, he would really get immersed and commit to, like, the gimmicks he had, and he'd make you believe and fear and shit. Like, at one point he was, like, a swamp cult leader. At another time, he had, like, the Firefly Funhouse was like a children's show kind of vibe where he had all these different characters and was poking fun at like different things across his career. Like at one point he started off as like Husky Harris, and it was that it was a Vince McMahon idea. He was overweight, I guess. Like, what else do you take away from a gimmick like that? But then he went on to become, so like he created this, like, there's like a pig named, I think Huskus. So there's another character that's a nod to Vince McMahon himself. He's like a fucking devil.
Jesus Christ!
And so yeah, there'd be a lot of like, it reflective on his career, introspective, but also it's like, hey, I'm not that person anymore. And then the other side of it was the Fiend, which is this like Texas Chainsaw Massacre looking like straight out of a fucking horror slasher film villain. He comes out and kills people, and the duality of both was so cool and interesting, and no one else was doing shit like that. But in a few years ago, he unfortunately passed away.
Oh, okay.
So the company, his brother was also a wrestler who worked there, and the company ended up doing this like tribute faction to him, where his brother was the leader. One of the guys from his old faction was in there, and it was again capturing the like spooky, horrifying, like, they had the energy, they had, like, it was, I thought, a good tribute to him, and it was a way for, like, his brother to, on screen, like, work through his grief, too, and, like, turn that into, like, art imitating, life imitating art, imitating life, whatever.
Yeah.
And it was really cool, and they're all fired now. So that faction lasted like 2 years, and I don't know that they ever had a plan for them, and I'm just like I saw that, and I'm just like baffled. I'm like, what? I don't watch WWE these days for a lot of reasons. Part of it is not liking the product as it's presented now. Part of it is everything surrounding the product. But yeah, it just I remember back when iPad would occasionally bring up wrestling on his main channel, and I would always be like, talk about it more. And so now he's kind of doing that a little bit with his side channel, because he can just like, here's a 20-minute off-the-cuff rant about WWE, and I'm like, that's awesome. I like wrestling and hearing people talk about it. But he always had this energy of like, I'm sorry, I'm talking about wrestling again. I swear it's good. But yeah, so I follow AEW week to week, and I don't know. It's like, this is where my mind and my creative projects all get mixed up in each other, because like I really like wrestling and would still love to have a platform to talk about that. I have the wrestling channel. But then, like, I have anime stuff I want to do. I have a new channel idea that I'm, like, working on in the background. And am also, like, putting a lot of time into. So it's kind of like the wrestling is the bottom of the priority list. Because I simply do not have time or resources to make all of the things that pop into my mind. And, like,
yeah, I hear you.
most of my wrestling knowledge is given to me against my will, but not the Joshi knowledge. That one I accept freely. Yeah, no, I've never gotten super into Joshi wrestling, but I have seen, like, a bit of Tokyo Joshi, and occasionally I'll see clips from Stardom where they're just, like, fucking killing each other. And anytime in AEW one of the Joshis show up, it's like, oh, okay, we have a good match coming, because, like, it's not just that they're good at, like, the technical, athletic physicality of, like, wrestling as, like, an art form, but they also have the performance of it down. Like, one thing I remember is, like, I think it was Io guy in WWE, it was Io Shirai and was it Kairi Sane? I don't remember. It was someone else. And they did a bit where, like, one of them, like, blows a kiss to the other. I could be mixing up spots now, but one of them blows a kiss to the other, and the other catches it and like throws it on the ground and stomps on it. And it's like, it's not real, but it's like, yes, that's the showmanship of wrestling. Or like, here I'm throwing a baseball at you, I'm hitting it into the stands. Like, it's that. Like, American wrestlers just don't do that shit as much, and I don't know. Wrestling is cool, and there are so many different things.
Yeah.
Oh my god, right? WWE released Mr. Iguana! Not Mr. Iguana! His gimmick is like, he's a luchador, and he comes out with an iguana and wrestles with it's like a stuffed animal. And he like wrestles with the iguana, and he'll like throw it at people, and they're like, what is happening right now? And sometimes like the heel in the match would like take it and like attack it, and the crowd would boo because it's like, no, you're ruining it. And I really thought that they were gonna do something with him with it, but they cut him, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically just like wrestling can be so many different things. It can be comedy, it can be like drama and really like heartfelt. Like I was just talking about like the tribute faction to a guy's dead brother. Like it, and it never ends. Like the continuity goes on forever until I guess the company folds. Like there's just nothing else quite like it. I remember in my Jobber video, I kind of mentioned how like One Piece is the only thing I could think of that can really like capture the continuity of wrestling because it's so long, and you can see a character like Buggy completely like over the course of the series go from this like one-note antagonist in like the first couple arcs, and he's just a clown, and he slowly over the course of the series like gets more to do, and he's still a clown, but but it's like you can see characters change and evolve, and it's cool.
Yeah. Honestly, whenever I think about Buggy, I just think about like the chapter that revealed that he's one of the emperors, and just the way I just like saw it, and I was just giggling for like 2 minutes, just looking. I just think, and then like later I thought about it. It's so funny. I love Buggy. Uh-oh. Oh. What's happening? Okay.
Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, this was not part of the last battle.
Okay, we're in round 3, so there's still one more.
Now I can go crazy.
Undertaker, Bray Wyatt, Samoa Joe kind of has that denial of verisimilitude, and only one of them is still around. Well, like, it's funny. I've had Cole brought up the Undertaker, and because like now he used to be this like locker room leader. They had this thing called like Wrestlers Court, where like, and it wasn't good. The Wrestlers Court, it would maybe keep some people in line, but it was that very like tough guy, like, oh, you gotta pay your dues, and like if you wrong somebody, we're gonna beat the shit out of you if you don't comply. And like the Undertaker was the head of that, so he's a guy that people really respect. And he was committed to kayfabe and not breaking character even outside of the ring in like a way that nobody else was for so long. And now he's just a like right-wing podcaster.
Oh.
And the other part of this tied into his character too in the past, because at one point he was the American badass, and he was just like a biker guy, and he was just kind of himself. So it's like, you know, Bray Wyatt has a similar energy to like that, where he would embody the character, and he didn't turn out to be a grifter. And then, God, Samoa Joe is also great. I feel like I had like several different things
Yeah,
I thought about saying in that stream of consciousness, and some of them got said, not all of them, and now I don't remember.
all good.
I know that this is a good time for me to just yap.
This is a great time. I agree.
仕掛けるわ
I remember being spoiled on the Emperor reveal, yet didn't take it seriously until I saw the chapter.
いつでも行ける
Like, oh yeah, Bucky's an Emperor? Sure.
Very funny. Wait, what?
さあ行くわよ これはどうあ出番ね邪魔もう壊れちゃったの
Like, I often describe it now that it's the hip new thing that the kids.
まとめてやっちゃおうか
Like, there are some wrestlers who just have aura. Like, they come to the ring and you just feel something. You like believe the character. You believe the kayfabe. So, and like, I don't know. At some point, I might do like a like unscripted, largely unedited like tier list thing of wrestlers, or maybe I could even stream it and then turn that into I don't know. But like going through the roster of the wrestlers and like ranking them as if it's like a
どうだ
like sports analysis, like looking at like who are the prospects, like who are kind of the developing talents, and like talking because there are some wrestlers where it's like
任せとけ
I don't know, as I get older, something I found really interesting is just seeing the trajectory of a wrestler's career play out in real time. Like, The Shield is a group of guys who I saw debut. Like, I was watching WWE Weekly when they debuted, and things had gotten really stale and samey at that point. And then here comes this group of guys who just go out there and kill people. Like, it didn't, like... Obviously it's all scripted, but sometimes it's like it
No, they
feels
really
real.
killed people.
Yeah. And like,
That's what I choose to believe. You can't tell me otherwise. Sorry.
like they would go out and like wrestle their like tag matches in ways that no one else was, like dividing and conquering and working together in a way that's like it felt fresh, it felt new, and you kind of get the vibe with the guys, like, you know, these guys are going to change wrestling, they're going to be a big deal, and now, like, over a decade later, they're like the main guys. Like, Roman Reigns had a historically long title reign, and the Bloodline storyline that he was in was like an actually good long-term story that like played out was given time to develop and form characters, and like everybody involved was elevated from it. And Seth Rollins he's a goofy guy, and he also matters. But the one that I watch, because I watch AEW, the one that I see more is Jon Moxley, and he used to be Dean Ambrose. He was a guy who Vince McMahon didn't really understand. He could be goofy, he could be like, he would wrestle like death matches prior to being in the company, so he was just like very, I can't think of the word, but how he was portrayed in WWE was kind of as the third wheel. Like, he had at one point, like, one of his gimmicks was like he wore a like gas mask because he couldn't stand to like breathe the same air.
So he's the fucking Heavenly Dragon?
Yeah. Or he had a potted plant named Mitch. And it's like, what carny bullshit is this? This is not. And now he is like multi-time world champion in AEW. He is like the guy you don't fuck with like if you cross paths with him, you get your shit kicked in, or like it changes you. And he had this whole storyline where he led this faction called the Death Riders, and they would literally go out and kill people. Like they would throw like Darby Allin down a flight of stairs for real. They'd like at one point they like essentially wrote off like the one of the wrestlers who used to be in the group legitimately, like, he retired. And so they wrote him off by, like, not only did Moxley beat him in a match and win the title from him, but then, like, a guy put a plastic bag over his head and suffocated him. Like, they would come out in the middle of matches and just, like, kill people. And it was really compelling because Moxley would cut these promos too backstage where, like, his thing was he put the world title in a briefcase so that nobody could see it. And on paper, that sounds ridiculous. Like, this is the thing that everybody wants. This is, like, the crown jewel of the company. Why would you put it in a briefcase? But, like, the way he would talk about it made you believe, like, the whole point was, like, a champion, the belt doesn't make the champion, it's, like, the heart of a champion. You don't, like, win a title, you, like, you are a champion because, like, it just, that's who he is. He has what it takes, and, like, his whole thing is, like, if you don't have what it takes, we will, like, run you down. And also on, like, a meta level, like, there was a point where there was big backstage drama. It's referred to as Brawl Out, where CM Punk, he was a guy who had been retired from wrestling for years, really disillusioned with it, medical malpractice, it's a whole thing. But he came back and was working with AEW for a while, but there was backstage drama, and it culminated in, like, he went on a media scrum after a big pay-per-view, and just went off on a bunch of journalists, rightfully so. So there was this whole thing. He went off on some of the talent backstage, but also, like, journalists for reheating, like, years-old drama that should have been left in the past. And then he ended up getting into a fight backstage with, like, the Elite, which put the Elite in All Elite Wrestling. Like, EVPs, they're a big deal. So he was the world champion at the time, everybody got suspended, and then it's like, oh fuck, who do we put the title on? Who takes charge of the company now that, like, some of our, like, the people who are supposed to be in charge, the guy who is supposed to be our world champion is gone now, and they gave it to Mox. And, like, he was supposed to take a vacation, but he stepped up, and it's cool, and he's awesome, and real, and cool. Short.
Yeah. You just fucking kill people a lot, but...
嫌がらせかな。だからあんな気持ち悪いことを言ってたの。
Also, that battle was annoying at the last round because they just kept sending little minions. I'm like, I can't get AP off you.
Yeah.
Like, I did crazy good in the first part,
Oh
and
my
then they
god, I hate the battles where it's like you kill everybody, and then the next wave of minions, like, has to load in.
yeah, and it's like, god damn it.
It doesn't feel difficult, it just feels tedious.
Yeah. Because I was like, man, I played so well, I finished this round, I still have like 6 AP, and it's like, nope, fuck you, it's not over. It's like, okay, fine. That gives Mathis more of a chance to talk about wrestling.
Yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I will not apologize for talking about wrestling.
This is why I said you should think about doing something weekly, because you need an outlet for it.
Yeah.
Because like if you're good, like you even said, like you're making time to, you're already setting aside the time to watch wrestling and keep up with it.
Yeah.
So even going through this big move, you know, that's taking up a lot of your time, and it's like, no, I'm gonna do this anyway. Right?
Yeah.
So I think if you
Even like
turn
a
it
once
into
a week
content.
stream would probably be like just an outlet to talk about it.
Yeah, just talk about what, because you usually watch it Wednesday and Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's two. That's, you know, so do it on either like maybe Sunday or something like that, and that way you know can talk about both of them or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh. Okay. So his Hemon was protecting him from Siray's bullshit. Okay.
This is definitely a certified Shoma moment. Actually, well, maybe that's disrespectful, because normally he's just like, I suck, I'm depressed,
Yeah,
I am less than dirt. But here he's actually kind of like taking action
Yeah.
for something.
He's making an effort and trying to, you know, help everyone by like lifting them up instead of everyone up, instead of putting himself down, right? So
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't think about that though. Oh no, this is the choice, isn't it? Fuck! 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 Which means I'm guessing that I'm not gonna find the answer on this one. Because I don't think the right choice is to sacrifice Ava. Like, she's already enough of a victim.
それを防ぐためにはこうするしかないんです。
Okay, that's convenient, I guess. It's like, oh, yeah,
I think what's kind of interesting in hindsight, looking at this build-up and, like, choice, is that Shoma doesn't really want to do this. Like, he's not a murderer.
Yeah.
He's been the one who's closest to Ava the whole time. But, like, he has to, or feels like he does.
right.
Oh, did he mention going to Ato?
Oh, was that, is that what you said? Yes, Ato,
Yeah.
Ato, yeah.
The Takumi, like, didn't trust it.
I mean, if Ato's alive, he could drain his ammo, and I'm just saying. And of course, Bethesda's is obviously like, that's final end game. It's not, you know, it's like gonna be difficult to rely on draining her ammo out of him. These choices are evil. Like, I think I even put in the Street Childs, why is there more suffering in this route? This is the one you're supposed to do it better in. Like, why is it more suffering?
No comment.
Not this shit again.
Everyone, put the choice on Takumi.
Okay. Alright, so I've already sort of basically said what I think the choice would be, and that's supposed to be spare Ava, I assume. Or am I wrong?
So that is the choice that you would make?
That's the choice that I would make to stay on this route, if going by, like, what I think how you put it is, like, Kodaka's intent. So, is that correct?
You forget. This is misogyny route.
Fuck! I did forget!
This is the one choice where I deviated from second scenario. And this was the choice where I was like, oh, it's misogyny route, because, like, you spare Gaku and sacrifice Kurara. You, kill Kyoshika. Darumi dies when you save the second academy. There might have been more. But, yeah, and then it's like, do you side with Shoma or Ava? And, like, this being my second playthrough, I'm like, fuck Shoma.
Yeah. Fuck Shoma.
Like, I don't support murder. The correct choice is let Shoma kill her.
God damn it. So because going back to like, because earlier with sparing Ava before, my thought process was like, well, I already went through the killing game route, so I'm already like, no, Ava's good actually. Right?
Yeah.
I feel like, obviously, if this was your actual second playthrough, then it's like you still don't. It's ambiguous,
Don't know what
right?
she's doing.
And if
it's also fucked because like one of the, I think it was Yugamu, might have been the one who said in the lead up, like, maybe if she was in her right mind, she would rather die than work for us like this. And the thing is, no! She wants to live!
Yeah!
She let them take her prisoner because she wanted to live, and that was so valuable to her that
Yes.
at any cost she would survive, and the correct choice is kill. But you don't know that, because if this is your second route...
Yeah, no, because I was even during the killing game run, I was thinking like, nah, she's sus, I don't trust her, and then I found out it's like, oh fuck, I was wrong. And then we got the nosebleed shit and the sacrifice. It's like, no.
Yeah.
God.
I will talk about where the split leads after this scene.
Gotcha. I think I do know all the names of the routes by now. Like I've read them at least, so there's no spoilers on what they're called. But,
Yeah. That one is Ava route.
Okay. Gotcha. Oh, Ava, no, you're so also useful in combat. I'm just gonna say, like, she's really strong in combat. So, yeah.
Yeah, but Moko did point out that she like mentioned wanting to live, and now she's like, I don't know how I felt back then. I don't remember. I don't know anything anymore. And it's like,
大丈夫です。私は命令に従います。どうぞ。
No!
Yeah.
No! No! She literally broke through a big fucking thing. Please don't kill me.
Yeah, her desire to live is so strong that the brainwashing couldn't hold
ダメ
it.
ならそれでも僕はあなたを解放します。殺し殺す
Evil game.
殺す
Evil
Yeah.
game.
殺して
Just that one don't sneaking in there.
Yeah.
優しくてだからあなたなら
Lover's suicide is badass, but Shoma won't commit suicide because he's a fucking coward.
この先に待ち受けている真実が絶望だとしてもその絶望に突き落としてくれるのが本当に良かったです。
Fuck. This better be fucking good.
しかないんだ。
Yeah, like of all the characters to get a story-related murder,
Yeah.
like Shoma is one of them.
Shoma is a character in this game.
Because there's also like Eito gets it, Hiruko gets it, Nozomi gets one because like she needs it to survive.
Does Darmi get it mechanically? Because I know that she absorbs like Hiroko, for example. So, I think she
Oh
does.
yeah, I guess that would count as a story one.
And sure, other characters in other routes that you're thinking of, and they're like, I better not say that one.
Yeah, I gotta be careful because it's like, you know, there are some times where you get to choose and sometimes where you don't, and it's like, oh wait, no, that happens in that route. No,
The woman graves.
the woman. Kurara, Darumi, Kyoshika, they're all women.
See, I remember having this issue in my Danganronpa fanfics because it's like, okay, at the end of the day, like, there are going to be more, you know, it's going to be relatively balanced for the survivors, but then sometimes I'll have, like, 3 trials in a row where, like, a guy dies or a girl dies. It's like, okay, we're getting too unbalanced here.
Yeah.
So, because it's like, it could be by the end, it's like, well, maybe all the girls are dead. Goodbye, Moko. Goodbye, Hiroko. If they touch Kako or Tsubasa, I'm gonna kill them though. Or no, Nozomi. They can take Hiroko. No, Moko's. Ah, damn it. They're all. Many of the characters are good. They are better clarified.
Take Gaku instead. The fact that you titled it that on the Kurara stream.
So many prophetic streams.
Like sometimes with that stuff, I just have to stand back and let you cook. Because like if I tried to come up with a title like that, it would give it away.
Yeah, but if I did, it's just, you know, Polo giving me the gift of prophecy because I'm trying to be funny. Because it could have been Shoma, but I happened to pick Gaku.
Right, so the split there goes to Ava route. The premise of that one is Takumi stops Shoma from killing Ava because he thinks it's not right. Ava kills Shoma.
Okay.
It's like she lashes out, and it's like an animalistic kind of like defense sort of.
Okay.
thing,
Because
because
she wants to live.
Shoma tries to kill her anyway.
And so she defends herself this time, basically.
Yeah.
So okay.
And then killing Shoma and absorbing his like cryptoglobin, that breaks her brainwashing.
Okay.
So like initially Takumi starts going to her cell and talking to her, and he keeps like prodding her, like he tries to help her break the brainwashing, and commune comes up.
Yeah.
And that's what like fully snaps her out of it, and then the conflict is like Takumi and Ava like escape together. There is one I'm gonna spoil because it's really weird. It's kind of a Takumi Ava romance.
Yeah, the way you're describing it is like, okay, it sounds like that's the way it goes.
Which is a little weird. It's
yeah.
a little weird considering like they captured her, brainwashed her, put her in a position where she had to kill when she otherwise like wouldn't do that.
Yes.
And one of the endings for Ava route is Takumi and Ava are like walking through the desert, and Ava is pregnant with Takumi's child.
Okay.
And that's
yeah.
I don't like that. Like I think I don't.
There's
I don't
a lot of
love
baggage with that relationship. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't love the Ava route for that reason, because the Takumi romance feels kind of inherently
like the power imbalance is not. Yeah.
Yeah, like he feels guilty and like helps her get out, and they talk and stuff, but it still just feels inherently a little
Yikes.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I guess the line of thought on this route is more they subjected her to war crimes.
Yeah.
So they put her out of her misery. But when you actually know the character, it's like, no, she wants to live.
Yeah. But anyway, I guess one thing I could talk about is because I didn't share my thoughts on the channel because I realized I could just talk about it on stream, but I watched the new ReZero, which Mathis has no context for. So
my context on ReZero is I watched season 1 in 2016 when it aired.
I didn't care for it, I imagine.
No, I remember liking it at the time.
Oh, okay.
It's just kind of one of those things where like an anime airs and I like it, and then years later the sequel comes out.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, yeah, because my always thing is like, oh, I'll watch season 2 when it ends, and I never do, and then now it's the point where I have to rewatch season 1, and it's like, well, that's just twice
and like
as
at this
much work.
point, I can watch ReZero, maybe not in its entirety because I don't think it's
not. The light novels aren't even over. There's presumably going to be like 50. No, I think there's 50 light novels now.
50?
So the author has
Zero?
The author has, I believe so. Yeah, it's long. So how the author has it planned out is, I believe there's supposed to be 9 arcs. No, there's 12 arcs. They're on arc 9. The
Okay.
anime is on arc. Okay, so season 1 covered 3 arcs. There was the first one with where he first meets Amelia.
Yep.
The second one with Rem and Rom. The third one with
I love Amelia.
Yes. The third one with the Rem getting cut. Yes, exactly. No, I do think it's really good stuff, but it's funny to frame it that way. Season 2 is arc 4. Season 3 is arc 5, and we're currently on arc 6 of 12. We're not even halfway done with the series, basically.
I don't know if I'm that interested. I'll be honest.
I mean, okay, I feel like the decided point would be season 2 because like Vinny really likes ReZero, and he said like why even watch season 3 because he's like, well, season 2 is probably the peak. Apparently, it's not. Judging from like IDV guy and Right Novel Readers opinions. Okay, so arc 10. Okay, arc 10. Okay, you did say arc 10. Arc 10 has started this year, and Tepe has said it will be roughly 60 volumes when it finishes. So it's really long. But he has it planned out. It sounds like so, which gives me, that there's hope to that. I think. I mean, not that stories that aren't planned out can still be really good, but if he has that many, so it's on the third to last arc. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was a what's his face, the eye patch man from the opening, who I think I got spoiled from the preview because Julius is gonna try and get the sword, and he's gonna completely get bodied by a dude swinging with chopsticks. So we were talking about Mihawk earlier, so I guess it sort of has that energy of like, oh yeah, no, this guy's really fucking strong if he's just gonna beat Julius and keep him at bay with chopsticks. Because I even teased that in the opening. There's a shot where like the camera, he's like sitting crouched with chopsticks with the sword behind him, like zooms behind him to the sword, and it's like, oh, you just gotta get through this guy with chopsticks to get the sword. And it's like, you can't do that though, because he's really strong.
Please don't pull out.
Oh, and then we got the
I'll die.
I am watching ReZero season 4 in Japanese, so I'm definitely missing some things, I'm sure, but I'm still getting the gist. I really appreciate when Amelia talks, because Amelia talks in really simple language. So I'm like, okay, good. And then getting the context. So like with the library, so when no one else can read the books, but when Subaru reads the books in library, he gets fucking flashbacks to the witch of I think it was Pride, Typhon. Yeah, so we got her backstory, which is like, okay, so this is just like a great arc to just give a lot of context, and I can see that happening of just like because there's so much I feel like we don't know, and so arc 7, arc 11 was supposed to be the last arc, but then he added and then arc 8. Oh, I see. Oh, gotcha. Okay. So arc 11 still is the last arc, but now it's arc 12 because he did extend arc 7 to arc 8. Okay, cool. That's interesting. Because yeah, I could see it's like getting just lots of little information here with, and especially because that also frames. I won't say it's spoiler. I've been spoiled, but people have definitely been because I've seen the comments of just some of the imagery in the opening. So there's a part in the opening where Subaru is climbing some stairs, and it's given like a lot of like gravitas, and he has this creepy fucking face, and people keep calling it Aura Monster. I don't want to know what it means, but now that I see the context of like, oh, he's reading these books and he's seeing these flashbacks to all this like bad things that have happened in the world and all these other characters, and it's like, oh, is he gonna have a break? Is he gonna have a bad time?
Chapter Black.
Yeah, I'm just like, I mean, that's just the whole show. Subaru has a bad time. That's honestly, I mean, that's his power. He dies.
Yeah.
But I haven't gotten to the worst death. I think was he was fighting these little rat monsters or rodents. They were rabbits with horns on them, and what they do is they eat things and they multiply. And when they were eating Subaru, you see like there's a lump of under one of them got under his skin, and you see it crawling around, and it's like, that was the worst horrible death he's gone through.
He just gets eaten to death by a bunch of little rabbits.
It goes on for like a minute of it. Not a minute. It felt like minutes. It was probably more like 30 to 40 seconds, and he's just like screaming it, and like the last like second of it, you see the lump of one of the rabbits under his skin in his body eating him, and it's like, and then he dies, and then he's like,
I feel like that's the thing. Like I hear some people will say like, "Oh, I fucking hate Subaru," but then ReZero must be great because you get to see him die horrifically over and over and over and over.
There was another one in this season. I don't know what the fans call it. I call it the murder hallway. But basically, they were in a hallway going through some illusory walls, and I don't know if there was a gas or something in there, but they all decided, so like him and the other two he was with just decided that, like, they were deeply mistrusting each other, getting really angry with each other, and then eventually led to them killing each other, which was not the vibe before. These characters were not like, and then he has a lizard mount called Patrash, who she's a vegetarian in like episode 1. He dies in that part because she eats him after everyone else dies. So it's like it's just really fucking brutal. And so yeah, like you said, it's like, well, if you hate ReZero, yeah, no, I'm sure you know what the scene is because you're caught up. But I just been seeing people throw that around, and it's like, what does that mean? What am I in for? Because there's still like a good 14 episodes left. Or I think I saw that it's 19 episodes. So that's a lot of things. Which I'm assuming that's going to be arc, all of the current arc. But we'll see, I suppose. But I'm glad that I don't know what production-wise, like, it's been through, because there wasn't
someone else getting turned into CRA this time around.
I did think of like, oh well, she got her hemoglobin drained, but Ava as CRA. Oh no, that's what she needs more stuff for, right?
Yeah, that'd be a new level of fucked. The person who brainwashed her, you now are him.
Jesus Christ, I didn't think of it like that. I was just saying things. But I guess like they do have that like option if someone's in trouble, so
Yeah, kind of the thing with Ava that's like really unfortunate is she only really gets to be a fully fleshed out character in a like small percentage of the routes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, so I thought about earlier because you were talking about the Joshi wrestlers and kiss blowing being a thing. So there's a character in this season of ReZero, Shala. I mentioned her before because I learned in my astronomy class about certain stars and constellations and star names. And in the Scorpio constellation, there's in the tail of the Scorpion, there's a star called Shala, and a lot of characters in ReZero are named after stars. And she has a ponytail, and she insists on it being called a scorpion tail. So it's like, okay, cool. And then, but also she is really into Subaru, and but he loves Amelia, so she keeps blowing kisses at him, and he'll like deflect it, or and she's like, no. And she also has Monotsu's voice actress from Tropical Rouge, which I mentioned that before too, and so the energy is great. She's she's funny. I like her. But yeah, it's been neat so far. I'm definitely curious as to what I'm gonna see going forward.
Got a while until the next choice.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Not that many left.
Wait, how long have we been streaming? Only an hour and a half. Neat. Who was I doing? Oh, I did try Moko, but yeah, I've already given her probably like, yeah, I've given her the folding chair. What is this for? I did not get the dumbbell to Moko.
Muscle will never betray you.
あら、素敵。あたい、ちょっとだけ。
There we go. Oh, she didn't get a lot of points. I guess she only kind of liked it.
My muscles betrayed me, no.
Okay. I've already done Wrestling Magazine, I'm sure. Yep. Coaching job, probably. Yep. So, no, what was the other thing you said? It was not just wrestling stuff, but Gyudon. I feel like Gyudon. would work because it's the Kinnikuman reference. So,
It is.
So it's well, I mean, it's also just a regular food, but like very specifically in this context, it's Kinnikuman, right? So yeah, there you go. Okay, cool. I thought that would work. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that was fast.
Yeah, one of the coolest bits of like Kinnikuman,
隅野くんって優しいから
having
特別に
the
扱い
context of it. Samoa Joe was a wrestler who came up earlier, and his finisher is the Muscle Buster,
Yes.
which he took from Kinnikuman.
Or I think did it take it directly
Or
from, or did it take
inspired.
from Japanese wrestlers who were also taking it from Kinnikuman? Or
He mentioned reading
Got-
manga, like
got-
in an
oh,
interview.
okay, gotcha. All right, cool.
But yeah,
cool.
I saw the interview clip of him talking about it, and I'm like, I knew that. I read that.
I understood that reference.
普通の女の子になるつもりで普通に恋愛とか遊びとか楽しんだ後は美容プロデュー
What
サ
else
ー
have
兼モデルにな
I
る
have been up to?
あたいの研究を詰め込んだ美容グッズで
Slay the Spire addiction is real. Oh, have I? I don't think I've streamed since I started playing Slay the Spire. Yeah. So with my D&D group,
最後に
they
女優に
wanted to game with me after a session, and I was like, sure. And I was like, okay, sure. Yeah, Slay the Spire 2 has multiplayer. I'll try that. I would then get addicted to it for 2 weeks. Like it was really bad. I hurt my shoulder because I was in a just sort of like locked in front to see my monitor closely with my arm on my mouse, and being in that pose for so long, like it literally got to, like I would literally close the game being I have to do something else, and then I would open the game again because I was like, well, I can't fool myself apparently. So it's just yeah, I never played the first game. I have gone back to it because it's it's functionally the same, and it just has more they have very different, like the enemies are different, the relics, there's some different cards that are in the old one that aren't in the new one, so like, you know, there's even a character that's not in the second one yet, so it's like, you know, I think I've put a combined like 60 hours into both games, but it's really addicting, and it's really fun because it's just got the roguelike, like, oh, the next run will go crazy, or just like I did a multiplayer run with one of the people in my D&D group where I had I had a card that because you get energy each turn, it was eradicate with the necrobinder, and so basically it turns, like, you basically, when you use it, you attack like x amount of times equal to how many energy you have. And then I got one relic that allows you to stock, like, basically you don't lose energy at the end of your turn like you normally do. And then I had another one that if you have energy at the end of the turn, you get 2 extra one on the next turn. So I literally just like stockpile like 20 energy and then do 24 damage per hit. for like, so 20 times 24, like we're talking like 400 plus damage, and it was insane. So that, you know, those kind of combos happen, and it feels good. So it's like, of course, you just want to keep playing and get more. It's like a drug. So, wait, what?
Yeah.
She's gonna fucking kill him. God damn it! They're so fucking mean. Okay, Arc 4 is still your favorite, but Arc 6 is about. Okay, that's exciting.
It can't be that much worse than Earth being the real invading force, can it?
この先に待ち受けている真実が絶望だ
Oh
としても
god. No, honestly, I just started thinking about
それで
Rizzo
つもり
again. I'm kind of curious as to what Modern Mathos' opinion would be on it, just because it's like, I don't know, I'm surprised you. I felt like it would be something.
本当
Not
に良
that
か
you,
ったです
I mean, you know, it's just like at the being a Trixie fan at the time, you know, it just feels like
the one scene that I remember from ReZero that stands out in my mind is like, because it's season 1, it's like the lap pillow scene where Subaru is like pining after Amelia and just like, hey, can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? And it's like, no. And when he finally gets it, he's sobbing and it's embarrassing, and he like doesn't look composed at all, and she's just taking care of him because it's like, you got what you wanted, but you got it in a way that's like, you feel like you didn't look cool at all, your facade fucking broke, it didn't.
Yeah, so just to give some added context, it was also that he died that previous day.
Yeah,
basically.
and
So
he's like losing it.
Well, he's trying to like do more in the mansion because it's like, oh, did they fucking kill me because they don't like me or so? I don't know. I don't forget exact reasoning, but he's like
pushing himself to do something because of all the bad outcomes.
yes, and he can't tell anyone, so
Yeah.
he has no other outlet for the suffering he's going through. But Amelia sees that something's wrong,
Yeah.
knowing that like even though he can't tell anyone,
Mhm.
and so she gives him this space of comfort, and he just fucking like breaks, and it's like that,
he can't really take it in. He gets the thing that he wants, but he can't like. I don't know. I thought there was something to that. Maybe it was like because yeah, there are narrative reasons for it, but there's also kind of like, well, men can't show vulnerability.
It's a really interesting. Like I think the series is also well. So I haven't gotten to this part of the series, but I remember glancing at a Twitter thread of someone. Apparently, there's a part of the series where Super cross dresses, and they were talking about it in terms.
I feel
of
like that's the one thing that has stuck in my mind that I've heard about it since,
Oh,
and I'm like, okay, I'm only gonna put so much stock into it until I see it myself.
Because I did hear someone saying that it like explores his character in an interesting way, and just knowing about how like. Because there's also a character who it's like, I guess, Felix, who they're the cat boy, who it's like they're apparently just straight up trans, basically, but that's not explicitly said until later, I guess. Because I think the character
one of the discourse characters, that's right.
Yes, but I also don't think I've gotten fully to that part yet. So
it has been a long time since the classic pedantic romantic video about
that's yeah. God, it's been a while.
And discourse has changed so much that it's like, oh, that's kind of quaint in comparison to the way things are now.
Come on, just show me, just fucking spill the tea, motherfucker. I'm just like waiting at this point for him to just fucking say things.
You know, Takumi is kind of Subaru core if you think about it. Well, he doesn't have memories across the timelines.
That's true. Oh, that's I can't do with Tsubasa. Oh, it's true. Darby, I see so many Darby coded things, and it's just like, no, it won't work.
What does Darby like? Doghouse. Oh. Cocaine. Oh.
It's so rough.
Some of these are pretty obviously Yugamu.
Yes, that's the other thing. It's like, okay. Yeah.
Fucking, yeah. He's... Trash can. I wonder who it goes to. Take a guess.
Shomer Darby.
There are some items that are both, that are like multiple characters, but I know Trash Can is for sure Shoma.
Yes. Well, it even says like small enough person, so that's make it very clear. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe I'll get to ReZero one day, but I know I kind of had this moment of realization when I was, like, watching Ikoku Nikki the first time. Like, oh, I really like this anime. I feel like it speaks to me. And then it's like, oh, it's in a Josei magazine targeted at adult women? Oh. She should have pieced that one together sooner.
She says that, but she hasn't watched Chihayafuru yet. Because she hates me.
Oh, yeah, no, Chihayafuru, that's higher on the priority list than ReZero. God, and there are so many different things that are interesting about Ikoku Nikki. Like,
I have no research. I need to go fucking.
This ties into like.
Oh, I can't do that.
Us finishing Naisho as well.
Oh yeah.
Because like, Ikoku Nikki is a story about motherhood, even if it's like a very atypical.
Yes.
Like Yeah. So and then like Doremi also is very like themes of motherhood, and it's good. I thought I was gonna have more. It's good.
Yes. It is good. This is weird because they seem like they would be a trans female, but they're perfectly fine with people referring them to them as male. I mean, I don't think that's
The thing with gender, like, some people just don't give a shit.
Yeah, because like my thought, because I know, like, because obviously misgendering is a whole topic,
yes.
But because like in my opinion, it's kind of been that like I think there's a difference between like deliberately and accidental, like, who hasn't misgendered someone before? Like,
Yeah.
that's normal, but as long as you're not doing it in a bad faith way, or like, and I do understand on some level, like, the parent who's like, they've known their child as one gender for X amount of years.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I can understand why at least it would be harder for them to change, but also like, if they don't make an effort, then they're a piece of shit. But yeah, with like Ferris, kind of like, yeah, I can see that. Like, I guess someone who is trans and just kind of like. Because, like, identity is part, like, how we see ourselves, but there is a level of it that it's, like, how other people see you,
Yeah.
right? So I understand why there is a push to, like, make sure, like, hey, please respect the identity that I've chosen for myself. But, just because Ferris, like, isn't as, particular about it, that doesn't necessarily, like, negate the identity that she's chosen for herself,
I guess
so,
when talking about it, it's like there is a difference between, like... accepting that it's like, okay, yeah, I could see how people could read the character this way. There's definitely something here. Versus, like, no, there's not.
Yeah. I mean, like, as funny as it is to say Nagi's trans, there's, like, basically no textual evidence to support it whatsoever.
But the closet door was stuck like the girls' bathrooms. You don't understand.
Almost no textual evidence.
Yeah.
Okay, let me clear. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was it.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, only the women's bathrooms have locks on them, except for Nagi's, which is just stuck.
Yes. Symbolism.
I know, right? So you suck.
Naegi.
Naegi.
That's kind of how they pronounce it.
That is how they pronounce it.
No, we're making
Komaeda.
Oh God, some of their pronunciations are brutal.
All this just because I love anime. We were talking about Danganronpa 3, like just last night, I think.
Yes.
And how, like, it's...
Yeah, I don't remember how it came up.
You have this very complicated, like, relationship with it, where you made the big takedown videos, and it's like, there are some things in those videos you still stand by.
Yes.
But, then there's also, like, I fucking hate Chiaki Nanami.
I just didn't get her character at all, really.
Yeah.
Like, I think especially the moment where I realized, like, oh, how wrong it was when they were in the imposters. No, when they were in Komaeda's room talking about the imposter, and Nanami described, like, oh, being born a particular way, it's like these chains that you can't escape, and I'm like, she's fucking talking about herself because she's a robot!
Yeah.
Fuck! And did I not realize that before, right? And then fucking sobbing with the execution, and just Trial 5's so fucking good. God. So, like, complete turnaround with Nanami. Where Junko, it's like, I think it's a complete turnaround in how interesting I find her as a character, but she is still obnoxious.
Yeah.
Like, on screen, it's still like, can you just stop? Can you fucking stop? Like, she's still Junko. Okay.
It's like obnoxious bad versus obnoxious positive.
Yeah.
Not always, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know, because, like, there's definitely, like,
Kamakura, yes, please.
Well, that's iconic. Like, you can't hate that.
People make fun of that line, but it's so in character.
It is. Like, oh god, the teenagers are talking like teenagers. Like, I've seen people complain about slang and stuff, and it's like, like, there's some weird, like, there was, in Mushoku Tensei, there was a character, who said, like, I think they said, like, Jimmy's getting rustled. Which is, so that's a reference to a whole, like, lineage of memes from 4chan about, like, being bothered, basically. Oh, your Jimmy's are rustled, you are bothered by this thing. But the character who said it wasn't the main character who would have been on 2chan and stuff, it was one of the people from that world. So it's like, that doesn't make sense for her to say that, right? I understand complaining about that, because that just isn't right. I mean, now if she had gotten the language from the main character and that was established before, that's different, Or like something I've been thinking about, this was ReZero, especially when I go through it from the beginning, because so Utorano actually really does this in the first game, because I think I mentioned that has the reveal that actually, I'm gonna lock in on this because this is big. This is important. because I bet just hopefully remind me to talk about Utoro's
Yeah,
language when we finish. So.
I do my best to kind of keep tabs on the game when it's like, oh wait, hold on, story thing.
Yeah, if I'm just doing fucking free times and it's like whatever, who gives? We can chat or battle.
Yeah.
But like when this is like, they've been building up to this reveal, so I'm like, it feels like this is like, it's about the memory loss, like that, like. In Danganronpa 1, what was the memory loss? It's like, oh yeah, the world's over. It's literally like contextualizes the entire story.
Yeah.
Right. So part of me is like, this is gonna be at least moderately important. What?
Hi, Toe. Murder twin.
No, wait. What was the last time we saw? Because I'm like, didn't he die? But not really.
I believe the last time we saw him was when he came back with Veshnis and the other antagonist that cloned him, and then the characters captured him again.
God, okay, I forgot that because I remember I thought there was a point where they thought he was dead, and I was like, "There's no he's fucking
well,
dead."
yeah, because he said that he was going to
Yes.
Veshnis to
Yes.
offer himself up, but that's not what happened.
Right, that's right. Okay, yes, now it's coming back to me. So there's only there. I mean, apparently there's multiple Atos.
No, that's a different route.
I know. Well, I mean, it's also the killing game route because there's like it's
Right.
just another Ato.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it wouldn't make sense considering we're on the kill Ato side of the story. But it would be funny if the sponsor was somehow. What?
How?
What do
It's
you
like,
mean? You can't actually do it. It doesn't make any sense.
I still don't entirely know what that's about. I think I do, but I haven't gotten the explicit confirmation. I think I need to play through the history route, maybe?
Yeah, I'm just an Ato from another universe. Fuck you. I'm just here to fuck with you for no reason. God.
Yeah, I haven't touched 100 Lines since we last streamed it, but like,
I feel like
I kind of figured we would do this stream, and then it's like, okay, I kind of want to know.
yeah, just make sure you're doing it while I'm at work and before 10:30 when I might potentially come back.
Yeah.
Because if it's 10:30, you'd be like, oh, better wrap this up before craft work. And then you could always just, like I said, you could just say, hey, don't come in. Why? Because I could do dishes and something or something. Wink. It's a wink with the sparkle.
What happened? I'll just sit quietly and listen.
I don't know what 100-line anime. I don't think it's possible to reasonably adapt in an anime, but like I don't know, just like because one thing I do like about the anime adaptations is like with Danganronpa 1 is they trim a lot of the important like. It's so on speed run you barely have any time to process anything.
Yeah.
But they do add so many like little details that I like.
That reminds me, I want to watch some of the Persona anime adaptations.
Oh yeah, okay. Because I know there's
Because it's not about whether they're good or not. It's about like adaptation as a process, and there's so many interesting. Parts
so
to it.
Joe has mentioned like I think one of his favorite anime is the Persona 4 anime because he likes. I think he said all I know that he said I think in the Media Mix video he said that it like he opens talking about it and he talks about how it like it's aware of the fact that you've played the game. Like it's not trying to necessarily like appeal to an entirely new audience because it's a popular game and the anime knows it's supplemental material and like that sounds interesting and like why like what about it specifically? I need to finish Persona 4 first, which we're almost done with, but
I have to start over.
No, well we talked about that.
Oh right, I might be able to get my save.
Yeah, might.
I have finished Persona 3 now though.
Yes, because there's another. I don't think it's a Persona 3 anime, but it has
movies.
That's right, the movies. Okay, no, I was thinking about there's like another. It's like a 26 Persona anime episode that has like a Akihiro or something. That's the character.
Akihiko.
Ahiko. Yeah, thank you. He's voiced by Liam.
Yes.
Yes. And I know he's in the anime, but he's not the main character or anything. So
now that we're talking about the voice actor, no, 100 Line.
Yeah, 100 Line. Devin, our mutual ADHD. We're going off in a million.
I'm gonna make a list of notes on my phone.
We'll talk about this. No, I've done that before of having a to-do list of things to talk about on stream because it's like I don't want to be I don't know what to talk about.
Okay, so I think Utawari Mono was the one.
Thank you.
Who made me remember.
Thank you.
とても絶望的で残酷な真実で断片的に思い出した時は嘘であってほしいと思っていましたけどでも本当だったんです。
Oh no. Oh no, Takumi's getting cold feet.
You can't go back on your decision, Takumi.
Right. Unless there's later given the choice now to go back on the decision. Okay.
Oh, I will say, with like, I don't want to give too much away. I might have actually already explained it, but there are a couple routes that explore Takumi's like,
Indecisiveness?
yeah, indecisiveness or like not doubting his choices,
Okay.
and it's really interesting.
Okay.
So it's just that little
Because we
moment.
have
made me
talked
think
about
of
it a bit of like where my current state on it is that like the choices we might make are the ones he doubts the most. Where when he's resolute, he makes the choice himself.
Yeah.
You know. So
And literally every time there's a player decision, he's like, "Did I make the right thing?"
mhm.
Okay, but yeah, this is important. Oh shit! Wait! Oh shit!
No, Kakua's family. What the fuck, Lexi Mappas?
None of them are real.
僕らが東京団地で過ごした日々は
Then
その
But-
何もかも捏造された記憶だったんです
it's Danganronpa V3.
僕らが必死に守ろうとしている
Kinda?
大切な存在も本当はどこにもいないんです
Yeah, this is a whole other layer to the reveals. Killing Game does not get to this.
But then well, because it makes sense. Because I think, well, that's interesting though. Because like, Darumi, like, because my first thought was like, why would they do this? Okay, give them a reason to fight, right? Like, okay, they have family that they want to go back to. Darumi doesn't.
No.
She hates them all and wants to. Even Kako don't. They have no one, right? Like, it's like, so if they were contrived memories to give them a motivation to fight, well, for one, they didn't really work because they still took a while to be convinced to fight, and then
Also, interesting thing that I noticed there, which would have come up a while ago, but it's been a while since we streamed, so I think it's worth kind of. Hiroko
あの装
had
置の中で
Hiroko was brainwashed at one point.
yes, right, because she had her
この
secret that
教
she was
室
going
で
to
目
show.
覚
He
め
had
る
a
までの間
secret.
ずっと
So she's brainwashed and doesn't know about this, but we don't know what her secret was.
生かされていた
Yes, no, that's another route. Which did you figure it out yet? Because I remember you saying that you didn't know.
What her secret is?
Yeah, at a point you didn't know. There was when we were playing, and then okay, so you're giving me a face that says you know now. So
Yeah, I think I do.
okay. Well, and now the other part that's worth considering is that Takumi has memories of Karuha and his mom, who apparently aren't real, but Nozomi also has
Nozomi.
memories of being Karuha. Oh, they're clones! Okay.
この体も
That makes...
記憶
Wait,
も全て
fuck! So,
何も
but...
かも
The only one who isn't is Nozomi, because she is a human.
Right. But
僕らの頭の中にある記憶は
But that which is weird because she's the character who would make the most sense to be a clone of Karuha. But she's not a clone of Karuha, so like is Karuha the clone? What's happening?
The explanation for it is kind of crazy.
See,
It's worse than V3, and you'll see why. Worse is in like qualitative, or worse
I'm
is in like.
assuming worse is in like existential crisis.
Yeah.
Because like with V3, it's like you guys aren't real. Like you gave up your previous lives to be fictional characters in your favorite franchise,
That's
and will die
true.
for it.
Yeah, they
so-
clarified in V3 they had lives that were rewritten.
Right. Where in these guys, it sounds like, yes. So they have the memories of their prior life, like, so which so. Oh wait, hold on. Wait.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so they were given homonymous by Shion, so they were so, because well, what I'm assuming, yeah, they're clones. That means that there's Darumi's still alive, just not that one.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, which is like that. So it's, I guess it's worse in the sense that like, with the the characters V3, it's like their lives didn't exist, but they also like. These guys don't have a place to go back to, like, because the people that they love have another Gaku, have another Tsubasa,
Yeah.
the original.
So you remember at the end of 100 line, in the very first playthrough, where you make the choice to go back in time, and there's that little scene where the characters go up to the artificial satellite, and they're like, "Whoa, wait, you can't go back in time.
No!
You're never gonna believe this."
No! Because they got there, and there was other limbs there. Fuck!
Well, I don't.
Maybe.
We don't know what's on the artificial
It sounded like there was some.
satellite.
That's true. And it sounded like there was something fuck. Like the implication was that there's something fuck going on. So that's like.
Well, because the idea is their families and
Yeah.
loved ones are there. But there is the implication that something is off.
Yeah. Well, because even like Takumi could be an old man by now. Who knows if he's even alive, right? Like how DNA clones don't need to be made at a certain time period, right? Like we would have, like it's fucking sci-fi. They could do,
Yeah.
they can have it take place way later in the future.
100 line is a series of characters like rolling insight checks, and they're all nat ones.
That's a way to put it. Yeah, I think Sierra's telling the truth.
I trust him. He's... Deception check. Oh, nat one. He's trustworthy. So yeah, they're clones of Shion,
Or they include. Okay.
or like they are born from him, like his energy.
They have his DNA included to give them the hemonima.
Yes.
Is what? Yes.
Oops! It was found family all along.
Yeah. Oh, so
No! Why did I think of it that way? I'm just like, oh yeah, Kako and Ima are like the low-key incest siblings. Oops, it's all
Oops, all incest.
except for Nozomi, I guess.
And I guess Takumi and Ava apparently, because Ava's not a clone.
Sci-fi fantasy incest.
Well, no, it was. So there's a game, a sci-fi game called. Have you heard of Soma? It's a first-person horror sci-fi game.
I'm just thinking of an item in Persona, so I think no.
It's spelled the same, but no.
SOMA.
So basically, the premise is your character. He's like sitting in. He goes sits in a chair for like a doctor's appointment, and he closes his eyes. He wakes up and he's on a spaceship that's been destroyed. And he's like, what the fuck's happening? And it turns out he's not actually a person, he's a robot who has been given that copy of that memories, and it basically explores the sci-fi, like, philosophical ramifications of, like, if a consciousness can be copied and then put into, like, a robot,
Yeah.
well, it doesn't know it's not real, like, it's still itself,
Yeah.
and there's some interesting, so I just think about that, because I've not played the game, I watched just an innocent video about it, and I think this thing about I didn't play the game. I own it. I've been meaning to play it, but I just think when it comes to like the idea of like, because that's what these guys, they're a copy of a consciousness, right?
Yeah.
There's another person who exists or existed who shares their life and their memories, right? Because so like the way Takumi is like, those times are that was a funny maybe should have done that a little better for that warp effect. But no, yeah, I don't think it's that they were. I mean. Because like their backstories are just too elaborate, and the fact, especially considering like Darumi's and like the fact that like if they just created humans from scratch, why give them such vibrant and distinct personalities, right?
Yeah.
Like and individuality, especially that would push them against C-Ray. Like why not just make them to be
The thing
like,
with Darumi is
Takumi.
especially like interesting because her whole motivation is to get a killing game that she only gets in one round.
right?
So like she just kind of goes along with things anyway.
Well, there's also Edo having his ability where he literally sees all humans as monsters, right? Like even C-Ray's like, oh, that shouldn't be like that,
Yeah.
right? So there has to be a level at which like that's why I'm like
I think Sierra might have even referred to him as like a defect or like
yes, that's why like in my head it's like it has to be like there has to be another in whether it's in history or in present they can't just be the only like they can't just be like the V3 characters were created,
Yeah.
right? Like you know, Shuichi only exists as a fictional character taking over the body of this original character, of the original human being he used to be, right? Where these guys are copies of people who actually exist,
Yeah.
but they are fake. Which, so I guess it's kind of an inverse of Danganronpa V3 in that way, where it's
Yeah, where they
V3,
all like
the
wanted
real-
to be part of Danganronpa. I kind of forget that part of the reveal a lot of the time because
it's very towards like right at the end, pretty much. It's like the last hour of the game, I
Yeah.
think. So, or like the last 5 hours of the game are just insanity in general. So it's like makes sense that like this one little detail where
Yeah.
they're like, "Yay, we can die and be in Danganronpa," because like so that's the inverse I was getting at. Where in Danganronpa V3, the real self dies and the fake self is born.
Mhm.
Or in this case, nothing happened. The real self is still presumably just exists and then dies or is still alive and older. Or there's a fake self that believes it to be real, and now they're grappling with like, oh fuck, like at least like with Shuichi, like he decided like I'm fake, but I am going to value the fake experiences that I had
Yeah.
and continue to live, you know, as this fake person that I am, you know, where
because
these guys
he,
are like,
lived those.
but these guys can't accept, like, if they accept the fakeness of the reality, they have to also accept that everything that makes them who they are does not matter to them because it mattered to someone else who's not them and is living their lives happily with their families that they don't get to like. Oh, God, that's so fucked. Like I'm just imagining like, with like, okay, cool. I guess I have two brothers now. One of them's a clone of the other one.
Yeah.
And is it my fuck? It's so fun.
And like with Gaku, like I think his backstory was like he worked all these jobs to support like his family at the orphanage or whatever, and it's like, well, none of that's real. You're just poor for no reason. Knee slapper. Again.
Uh-oh. You probably found out that, yeah, okay. Yeah, because its fiance makes them similar, so yeah. It's incest all the way down! Oh, no. Well, see, the funny thing, because I mentioned this to you, I might have mentioned this, no, actually, we might have, I think we were ending off this, or putting the streams on hiatus around the same time my character died. And so I don't think I've talked about how because I have my new character who's a cleric, and there's another character in the party who's a ranger who her whole thing was that like basically
hi, Shark.
Hi Shark. Her whole thing was that the enemy faction, basically she was like some kind of criminal or offender within or traitor within the faction, and she was transformed into like a rat demon and lost all of her memories. And my character is a cleric, and she, you know, they hadn't met, so they shook hands, and they felt a feeling of like calmness, and like they both gained a temporary HP, and that they were like, that's weird. But they talked about it later, and because they both sort of assumed it was the other person. Like Temerity the Ranger was like, oh, maybe it's because she's a cleric of Santir, and Mario, my cleric, was like, oh, maybe it's because I don't know. But after she talked about her transformation, she was like, oh, is that why you can do this? And then I was thinking about it. It's like, wait, okay, Temerity doesn't have her memories. My character's mom is missing. Is this character, character's mom transformed? And then, which is also unfortunate because there's a running thing where like half the party is shipping the two in the Yuri ship, and I'm like, no, but they might be related, guys. I don't think we can do this.
When Marnie was there, Yuri.
Exactly, that's what I told Mathis. It's like, yeah, it's when Marnie was there as Yuri, because it's like, because which for those who haven't seen the movie, the two gays are revealed that the one of them is actually the grandmother of the other one. The weird magic time shit is going on. Oh god. So yeah, no, I was just thinking about that earlier, because it's like, oh boy, all of these ships in these romance. Oh wait, no, it's all incest. It's incest all the way down. Like, we didn't learn from Homestuck, we didn't learn from Star Wars. Just
逆に言えば
which you've not
単なる
watched
キ
Star
ャラ
Wars,
設
have
定
you?
に過ぎないんです
I mean, I've seen the first 6 movies. But
Okay,
that was in
yeah,
my childhood.
yeah, so you might vaguely remember in episode 5, Luke and Leia kiss in episode because Leia's trying to make Han Solo jealous, so she
Right.
kisses Luke, and then it's revealed in the next movie that they're twins. So it's like, oops.
装置の中で育て
Well, I mean, I think he knew at the time,
Mhm.
but it's still like, oh, they still wrote that scene in the movie, so
初めて
uh,
この教室で目覚めたんです僕らはあの時にようやく
I think the only ship that wouldn't be is anything to do with
この世界
Nozomi.
に産み落とされたんです
yes,
よ
no.
She's
Well,
really only shipped with Takumi.
well, and I did say Ava earlier because they're not, yeah. Unfortunately, well, it's still a problematic ship. It's just not. And well, see, and that's the thing. Well, because I don't know. It's
It
like,
was more mother-daughter than
僕が
Yuri.
思い出した全て
But I guess
No,
you could
no.
read.
well, I was thinking more with Takumi and Ava, like you were talking about earlier.
Oh,
That
yeah.
one is like it's problematic in a different way.
Oh,
Uh,
oh god. Oh god, yeah.
So basically, 100 line is just like every ship except for Takumi Nozomi is problematic. So it's like,
The Straits win again.
damn it. They can't get getting away from it. We're getting away with it.
Yeah, she wasn't supposed to be here.
Honestly, I love like existential reveals that recontextualize everything. Honestly, like, I think because I think I've talked about this before, but like because Madoka kind of really influenced like how I rate my low points. I mean, technically, I think One Piece does it too, but I feel with Madoka it's built a little bit. I think the difference is that Madoka it recontextualizes the entire story. Because so how I mean it's kind of like in my act structure One Piece video I talk about how like they reference like end of Act 2 has the emotional low point, and how One Piece and Madoka do it is like with One Piece with each arc that's when they give you the flashback, right? Like Enies Lobby, you know, they fought their way here. Robin said fuck off, you know, like what are they going to do? Turn around? Like it's kind of like this is the low point of the arc, right?
Yeah.
That's when we get the flashback that frames Robin's character. We see that we get this other emotional low point that's also tying the present to the past, and then the following scene, I Want to Live, is literally like advancing both of those, and it's like that's a recovery from the low point for both the arc of Enies Lobby and for Robin's flashback, and it's just like boom, awesome. Where with Madoka, episode 10 is like, okay, what the fuck's going on? You know, Sayaka and Kyoko die. Madoka does, you know, she wants to make her wish, but she doesn't know what to do. What do they, you know, and then we get this flashback that contextualizes Homura, right? But it also like reveals a lot of information and recontextualizes it. Like, I love that shit. To the point where in all three of my Danganronpa fanfics, I did the same thing where like right before the climax, I don't think I necessarily made the emotional low points because I don't think I was that like salient of it, but I did do these like big reveals that recontextualize things to the point that in the first two fanfics, I forgot to have all similarly big reveals in the actual like climactic trial. So like in the first one, the last trial is literally just another murder trial, but like the stakes are slightly higher because it is the last one. But it's like, oh, I did the reveals in a flashback earlier. Whoops. So it wasn't until the third one where I figured out like, okay, cool, I can do the big dramatic reveals and also make the last trial even more. I don't know. I just love this. I love this shit. I love the suffering. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Okay, they didn't do it again. It's just funny to watch Karu's face while it like warps because sometimes it's like kind of normal, but the rest of her body's all fucked up, and it just looked really funny.
Another example we didn't learn from Back to the Future.
Back to the Future was
I
another.
forgot about that
one. At least it's like, you know, because he like knew it was his mom, and she didn't know that was her son. And well, even like
fucking Dragon Ball Z Abridged has a joke like that where Trunks comes back from the future and Bulma starts hitting on him, and internally he's screaming because it's like ah.
Right, because it's like, which I don't even just think about it, it's like, oh wow, it's literally like her husband but younger, so it's like, you know, I can understand why someone would find that attractive, but it's also like, you know, Trunks and Marty is like,
oh hey, conveniently timed flashback.
She's not even real.
この後掃除とか洗い物とかもしなきゃだし。
And this is where the flashbacks like playing at the same time across this like across 100 line and second scenario. I can't think of how else to refer to the prologue, the
Yeah.
tutorial. But yeah, like the connections with the flashbacks on the same days, and now it's like, oh, these are put here.
私なら大丈夫だよ
Deliberately.
Yes, no, I think
映らない自信
we talked
ある
about how Kodaka was very deliberate about where he placed them to make sure, like, because, like, I was even noticing, oh, this kind of fits what's going on, and then it's still true. It's still true.
It's kind of like anytime that they might waver, it's like, here's a memory.
Yep.
Remember what you're fighting for, but now it's
少し
not
でも恩返し
real.
したいし
Yeah, Rude Sears. It's also
家に帰っても誰もいないから
Shark mentioning
友
like
達さ
every Nozomi Yuri ship is mother / daughter, which because I don't know how, because that's the thing, shipping community like explores all the options, I
Yeah.
think, to some degree, which is like, that's a good thought experiment and exercise, I think. But like I was thinking about, like, because I guess what other Yuri Nozomi ships would there be? Because I mean, obviously Ava, but like, well, at least which ones get like like
She doesn't really interact with Darumi, not
yeah.
really with Hiro, but I'm also trying to think across other routes, like Tsubasa, I don't think so. Oh,
I mean, I guess
a little
Moko,
bit
but
of
I
delays
think that
in it.
Moko is just too friendship for me to really even begin to see that as romantic, I guess.
Yeah, but I could, that one I could see being a bit.
Mostly because it's like their
Kind of
biggest
friends,
they're,
kind of
they're, yeah they're
best
they're,
friend,
they're,
they're besties.
they actually have interactions. Is more that major interactions that you can like point at and be like, okay, relationship, you know, it's something.
それより
But
ほら
but yeah, because I guess what I
ちょっ
was
とは食べなよ
Hiroko.
おかゆ
Okay.
作ったからさ
Yeah, sorry, that just got me.
Oh, the memory's breaking.
Yeah, because it's not. He's rejecting it. Fuck.
I love the way that 100 line will use like distortion and like
Mhm.
things to yeah, I don't know, I just like distortion.
Mhm.
Kurara, you know, there are some scenes. I forget what route it's from, but I feel like it's minor enough that it's like fine to spoil. There's like a scene where Kurara takes her mask off, and you know she becomes like a different person, like she can't fucking function. And I think there's a part where Nozomi is like lecturing her while she is disaster mode. But then also like when she would put the mask on, it's like she's protective of Nozomi.
Oh yeah, that's a funny. That is a fun dynamic. Yeah.
ねえシレイ
Well, because honestly, what I was thinking about with this, like, specifically the point of like all of them being mother / daughter, I guess, like, because Nozomi is just kind of motherly in general, but the Ava one is interesting because it's the only one that flips that, where
Yeah.
he becomes the daughter, you know. So that's more what I was like leaning into by talking about that, because it's just like, because I didn't even think about the other ones, but I just figured that just with Nozomi's personality, is like no matter what, she's probably going to be the mother in the if we look at all those in a
Mama trauma, if you will.
Okay, that was.
起きてシレイ
It's like poetry, it rhymes.
All right, so what's on the list?
Oh,
of-
day 71.
Oh shit, we had to skip 4 days. Because I was thinking like, oh, it's day 67. I wonder if we're gonna, because we started like 61. So I was like, I wonder if we're gonna, because we've been averaging about 10 days per stream. I think we're gonna do more,
I'm
more
like,
this
oh,
time.
maybe we will get to the next choice.
Because we're only 2 hours in, so there's definitely a pot. Like, yeah, we might make more progress than I would have expected. Just break in like everyone else does. Also, I guess food isn't real anymore. I guess like does he have? Oh, he has a shower. Yeah, bathroom. Could have just answered, you know.
How did you break in, Nozomi?
She's strong. They're real to her. You know, like her friend, like they're still her friends.
Yeah, she's the only one not affected
隅田君に
because
少し
she
話
is
したい
real.
ことがお願い少しでいいから聞いてくれない
And also, like with Nozomi, just as far as like motherly and stuff, like she has sprites where she is literally like crouching down
No, that
to like
specific one, yeah.
to like
just
get on the other person's like eye level, and
Right.
it's like that is just
like the way you would a child, exactly, right?
or short people.
Or short people.
How to talk to short
I was thinking the ones that like grab them and lift them up.
Yeah.
You know, it's like.
シミやカルガなんてどこにもいないんだ。何もかも偽の
But
記
why
憶
did
だったんだ。
those? Because is it the what is I don't.
ただの妄想だったん
I
だよ。
mean, I guess
違うよ
because now I'm thinking about
Also
Nozomi
not
is like,
good.
well, I guess no, because he mentioned they're okay. No, she does not. She's not a clone of Shion, at least.
I thought it was a little weird that the no there had like 3 or 4 O's. Like, no, it's not all. When it seems like it would be more of like a no.
Okay, so wait, Siri's just back? Okay, yeah, I thought because I noticed the sound. I was like, wait, are they doing it? He's gonna come back? No, he's literally back now.
Tsubasa
Yeah,
moment.
reactivated him. So,
We talked about it kind of back with the triple choice, but like Tsubasa is just the wrong answer there. Not only because like she is too scared to make a sacrifice, but also she's just really useful. She's the engineer. She can like build things.
Apparently she could bring Sea-Ray back to life. Apparently.
Yeah.
At least if he's because obviously he was like cut into complete pieces before, so that's probably like, irreparable.
Yeah.
But in this case there was just the one wound, so it was actually doable. Oh wait, so.
He undid the brainwashing.
お母さんは
Because I was even wondering, is like, because was the Karawa like thing added into her to make her like make a stronger link to Takumi, or was like what the fuck is up with that? Because she said she was Karawa in the
Yeah.
Route Zero.
So is this when it's going to turn out that her having a different memory of her mother was brainwashing? Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Okay, so that is the truth. The suicide is the truth. But she didn't. In this timeline, there was confusion because she didn't.
She got
That wasn't her memory.
Sea-Ray brainwashed her. Yeah, he's been going on brainwash spree. He brainwashed Nozomi, brainwashed Hiroko, he brainwashed Takumi.
Yeah.
He's just been having a fucking ball.
Not Ato, though, I don't think. I don't think he got that far.
Huh?
Did she meet Clone Takumi?
私お母さんの作業を待っている間よく一人で施設の中を探検してたんだけどさ
Yeah, this is the crazy explanation.
絶対に入っちゃいけないって言われていた部屋がだけどある時
She went into the one room she was supposed to go
私が
into.
興味を
You
覚え
bad girl. I thought I could trust you, but now,
そこには不思議なカプセル型の装置がいくつも並んでいた
What the fuck does that mean? Service resources being rate limited? I just want to look up the
近くのカプセルに
list
近
I
づい
made
て
of
み
the
て
days
中を覗いてみ
for
た
the
ら
choices. It's okay. I know what day the next one is on. Because I looked it up a second ago. It worked fine. I don't understand technology.
だってその中には私と同じくらいの年の男の子が入っていたから
まさか。
しかもねたまたまだとは
it
思うんだ
was
け
you,
ど私が覗
Takumi.
き込んだ瞬間に
So I guess actually the clone, because obviously with clones sometimes they do the age faster thing, but it seems like
そして
because she mentioned years ago they were the same age, so it seems like they were aged at roughly the same rate as they would in real life, basically. So their bodies are still the same age.
びっくりしたけど不思議と怖くはなかったよむしろ
Head slop, let's go.
私ねお母さんの研究の手伝いをしていることは学校のクラスメイトには秘密にしていたし週末はいつも研究で忙しかったから
So Karuo was fake, but Karuo was real. But Karuo was Nozomi, but Nozomi was real.
でもね
Karuo is Nozomi, but Nozomi is Nozomi. But Karuo is, but the memories, but it's real, but it's brain breaking.
Yeah.
私は何度もその部屋に忍び込んで、何度も彼に話しかけるようになった。男の子はだいたいいつも目を閉じていたけど、なんとなく話を聞いてたから、その子には何でも話せた。好きなことや苦手なものに
It's heck gem, not slop. I've never heard that term.
それにコンプレックスだったお腹の傷のことも、その子には素直な気持ちを話せたの。ある
She
時
just completely made a parasocial relationship with a clone, just sitting in a pod
その子の目
unresponsibly.
がうっすらと開いていることがあって、そうしたらその手がゆっくりと動いて、まるで私に触れようとしてくれたみたいだった。
So, like, his memories of her are
Well, that's
real
the thing, because
in a way.
I wouldn't think that,
私の話を
because he
ちゃん
didn't
と聞
seem
い
to
て
have,
くれ
because
て
it
たん
sounds
だ
like she unzipped
って
about
思えて、
everything, but,
それが
it's, you know, obviously he didn't, like,
本
internalize
当に
it or
嬉しかった
associate
ん
with,
だ。
But
well, that's, I
he
guess,
had a memory of someone important. So, like, he
私は
heard
その
her
時の記憶を
talking.
丸ごと
So it's like the
忘れてた。
memories that he had were fake,
さっき
but there was like a grain of truth to it.
yeah, that's, like, I'm just, that's where I'm hung up on, is, like, how, the memories that they do have, did they contrive them? Were they vestiges of the body they were cloned from? Were they made up by the scientists? Because
Yeah.
the last one doesn't make sense, because if they made them up, why didn't they make them better to make better slaves? You know, right? Like, they're, because they
I feel like they said at one point that like the autonomy makes them stronger in a way, but then like they can also course correct through Sirei if they start to rebel too much.
Mhm.
Which I mean, like
きっと
he
施設の
he
人に
did
見つ
some
かっ
course
たせいだと
correcting
思
in
う。
this route. He did
それで
war
私
crimes
の
on
記
war
憶は
crimes on
人
war
々の目に
crimes.
消されたんだよ。考えたくないけど、お母さんのせいかもしれない。
So yeah, that's just where I'm trying to be like, okay, what makes the most sense with regards to Lord of the Memories King? Because yeah, it's
あ
just
の男の子との記憶をなくした私は、もう二度と彼と会うこともなかった。ここに来るまで。
それが俺だっていうのか。
or it was the other boy with Takumi Sumino on the nameplate.
私はそうだと思ってる。あの時の男の子は隅野くんなんだよ。
See, it says Takumi Sumino on the nameplate.
Yeah.
She's like, it might have been you
私たちは
or some other
ここ
Takumi
で出会
Sumino.
うずっと前から、もうあ
May,
そ
you know,
こで出
maybe
会
she
っていた
misread
ん
the
だよ。
kanji. Unless it's in English in the bait, which I guess is like that's possible. I'd imagine it's translated.
Okay, side of you guys says their memories are entirely made up, but it'll explain why they're distinct later, because it's just like, yeah, I don't know. Because again, like going back to V3, it's like those memories were made up for a particular purpose to tell a story, right?
Yeah.
In this case, it's like these characters were cloned and made for a particular purpose to fight a war. And just the dissonance is like, how does the memories being fabricated lead to better war?
wait.
Because it doesn't.
The way that Shark just explained it, I feel like creates a really cool thematic contrast. Like, Ato's were fucked from the
こ
process.
こから
Yeah.
は
Takumi's were
私
fucked
の推測な
by
んだけど、
Nozomi's positive influence, so they contrast each other. That's why Takumi's the hero and Ato's the fucking
あのカプ
antagonist.
セルの中で
Okay.
培養されながら
I
架空
see.
の東
Yeah,
京
yeah,
団地での
that's
記
good.
憶を植え付けられてたなら、その時に会っていた私のことが君の記憶に混じり込んだ可能性もあるよね。
俺の
君はそれが君の夢と混ざったんじゃないかな。
それが彼はだっていうのか。じゃあ君と彼はがそっくりなのは。
So Karawa is Nozomi because Karawa isn't real.
Nozomi is Karawa because Karawa is Nozomi.
Yes.
俺が無意識のうちに君のことを架空の幼馴染に投影してたから。
So it's real, but it's not. A fake realer than the real thing. Nisei Monogatari. Kaiki Deishu. Ah!
You're just saying words at this point.
Yes.
もし本当にそうだとしたら、隅 野くんに謝らなくちゃね。私は隅野くん
Sometimes
と
it's
こ
just
こで
about
初め
putting
て
the
会っ
thoughts
た
out
と
there
思
and
ってた
connecting
し、
them in post.
君にも
Yep.
そう言っていたけど、それは間違いってことだもんね。私が忘れちゃってただけで。でも君はそれをずっと覚えててくれたんだね。あの思い出を大事にしてくれてたんだね。あのさ、隅野くん、私みたいなずるい人類側の人間が言えることじゃないけど、作られた記憶だからって全てを拒絶して捨てなくてもいいと思うんだ。だって全てが偽物じゃないでしょ。カルアさんと私の記憶みたいに。
Yeah, this probably would have been a harder sell if
ここに来
Nozomi
てから
didn't
の
have
私
real
たちだって そう
memories.
だよ。
It's like, yeah, I know all your lives are fake, but that doesn't mean you have to die because you're alive now.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like a good point.
Yeah.
みんなで過ごしてきた日々は
Okay, now I gotta make this talk with the other 14 people. God damn it.
So Eito. No, I'm just gonna skip
I
this.
think Ato's fine. He doesn't give a
He's
shit.
fine.
君に
Oh,
戦
look,
って
another
ほし
reason
い
to
わ
hate
けじゃない。
humanity.
むしろもう
Oh, right, she's prepared to fight alone. So that, which gives them a reason to, because obviously, like,
君が
Nozomi is the one person that, like, yeah, they don't have fake memory. Like, you know, they obviously admit, in general, if they care about each other, like, it's just their past that they don't have. They still have their present, right? The last 71 days. So
Yeah.
if Nozomi's gonna throw herself in, you know, to
これか
protect
らも
them,
一緒にいたいと
then
思っ
it's
てる
like,
から。
well, shit, I
その
guess
た
I
めだ
better
ったら
help
何
protect
だっ
her.
てする。
Yeah, I feel like that's a really cool thing about Nozomi. Like, I can't remember if there are other,
私はそろそろ行くね。
like in. It was a different circumstance in Route Zero, where they all quit because they didn't want to do it anymore. So she took it on herself there. Now she's like, there's like a morality to it. Like, no, I understand what you're going through makes sense. I will handle this for you, and like a self-sacrifice in that. I
起床時間だ
lost kind of the
よ
thread I was going for. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Okay.
最終防衛学園
boy.
72日目の朝になりました。今日も偉大な人類のため観覧深空なんのその野蛮下劣な旧敵から愛する学園を守り抜こうね。
Okay. Where were we? So I guess yeah, that's C right time. God, so it's all fake. It's all fake. Oh, of course there's a fight. I'm gonna skip this one.
敵勢力侵入、敵勢力侵入。当区域に敵勢力からの攻撃を感知。直ちに防衛モードを展開します。至急防衛戦の準備に取り掛かってください。
Okay. You have one. I can think of one reason to protect a school.
Minna, 助けて。言い訳も弁明もし
Why is he
ないよ。
flying?
君たちにしたことが
Like, I'm just imagining, like, obviously he's like superposed like a camera, there's a green screen, but it just looks like he's just like floating there. No, I can see the screen behind him now, actually, yeah.
ひどい人ばかりだと思わないでほしい。大半は何の罪もない平和を望む人たちなんだ。
Okay, interesting. I'm not sure if I want to get spoiled on that, but I appreciate because I am gonna play all the routes. I don't know if I'm gonna finish them all this year, but I'm definitely gonna like finish this route, do Red Snom, and then I'll do everything else in Japanese on my own time.
All of this is fake. Your memories are fake.
No. Takumi, you fucking.
とりあえずこのモニターで戦況を伝えておくよ。
Oh yeah, he's gonna make him watch fucking Nozomi die.
見捨てないであげて。のぞみちゃんを見捨てないであげて。
Him being the one like, don't abandon her when it's like he fucking hates her.
のぞみちゃんを見捨てないであげて。
Interesting. So the English dialogue uses her surname in a way that feels more distant, but he says.
のぞみちゃんを。
Yeah, Nozomi-chan.
He uses something more personal.
Like, it's hard to not read that in a way.
It's probably
like,
manipulative.
More manipulative,
yeah,
because
for
it's
sure.
because it's serious.
But I haven't been paying enough attention to tell how it compares to
yeah,
normal, like how he normally refers to her.
I feel like he normally does use Kirifuji.
Yeah, I think so, but
because like
I haven't been paying attention, and it's been like million years since he was alive. So
he doesn't trust her because she's not supposed to be there, and now he can use her in a very like manipulative way. Like, oh no, not Nozomi-chan, your friend dies. You love her. Even if it is like, yeah, they should probably help. They should probably do something about this. See, and this is also giving me, like, the desire to stream this game. Because, like, I know... But, like, if I would do it, I would probably... I would probably say up front, like, I am going to spoil things. It is not intended to be, like, maybe past Route 0. Like, it's not intended to be a spoiler-free kind of thing.
Yeah.
And what I would want to do is go through every route, minus, I guess, some of the material that probably shouldn't be shown on stream, like Cult of Takumi. But, where was I going with that? Oh yeah, and then, like, brush it down into, so, like, this is where my, like, new channel idea would come in, because, like, I could make the live stream of playing 100 Lines, and cut that into videos, and it's like, okay, here is a video on this route, here is a video on this route, and then I could make a video essay out of all of that, of just condensing it down to the most, like, what do I want to say about this game, and why I keep coming back to it and like wanting to explore it fully, and also like how it's changed my thought process about certain things and themes and
I remember you had an idea for a 100 line video that would be like, since there's so many routes that have different things going on, then you're doing a video that does it in different ways, I guess. So like
oh right, yeah, like this, or having a video that's like, this part's a video essay, this part's a let's play, this part's like, I don't know. There's a lot to do with it. Like, visual novel. Like, it's a dating sim.
Right. Well, I remember having the idea of, like, you know, streaming part of it, or streaming a route they hadn't done before, or, you know, or if we had the chance to do a route they hadn't before, so not just streaming it, but streaming with me, you know, so stuff like that.
Kind of like that one abstract Danganronpa video idea that I had that was like, oh, we'll frame it like a class trial.
Oh,
and it's like, I don't think it would have worked.
We did.
I wouldn't have had the resources to, like, I would need, like,
there was someone we knew at the
or
time who
something.
could have absolutely done it, but we weren't in the right headspace for it.
Oh, okay.
It didn't happen, but it could have.
It would have been really complicated to write.
Yes. Well, we've both been working on it too. So,
yeah. Oh yeah, too, because 100 Line has multiple writers, so the video essay could even be like, this part's a collaboration, and somebody else is making the video now. Like, there's probably a lot of really creative ways to twist and, like, really test the boundaries of what can a video essay be.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try something, because I just did a thing that I never do. I've never done this thing, but...
They still won't give me any notes anymore. This exact same.
This is...
yeah.
Okay, that was something.
What was that?
I did, no, I don't have a cross, or early attack.
Oh!
Basically at the start of the turn, they do an attack on nearby enemies, so I just conserved my AP and then did that.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So now I have this turn that I can do a bunch of stuff, hopefully more, with all these enemies that are here. No, I didn't do that. Oh well. Okay, that should be able to.
Talking about Danganronpa, my new Danganronpa 2x2 is coming.
Yeah, that's true.
That's another one I want to stream, because, like, obviously for me, the Danganronpa streams that I did back in 2021 were, like, a big kind of arc, I feel like, of, like, in life, generally, but also content-wise, because, like, that was the time I was most consistently streaming and felt like I could actually build some momentum with it. And also, I had just started Hormones, so, like, it also coincided with big life change, and I feel like those streams really kind of shaped a part of me. And, so, like, going back to Danganronpa 2 through the remake would be, just...
Yeah, I was still trying to think, like, because I'm just wondering how, because obviously I want to do it in Japanese, like, just for more practice and experience with the language.
Yeah.
But also it's like, how long am I gonna wait? Because it's hard to justify, because I already have 100 Line and Utoromono, so we're talking like three large visual novels that I still want to read, and then there's still like 2 Utoromono JRPG sequels in the Danganronpa 2x2.
Yeah.
So it's like, do I just say fucking do it anyway? I don't know. I also never did very much Danganronpa S, so there's that as well.
Yeah, Danganronpa S.
I feel like that's definitely lower priority though.
That was a hyperfixation one summer.
Oh, that was so fitting. Yeah, oh, that's when they released it, I guess. That's right.
No, it wasn't right after release.
Okay.
It took a bit.
Gotcha.
But it was like the summer after I got out of my abusive relationship. So it was kind of a thing to sink a lot of time into because, oh dear God, life.
Yeah.
My brain wouldn't survive another Danganronpa hyperfixation. Too bad.
Oh, I mean, I guess my fixation is one day, because I've like, see, me having the option to go through things in Japanese now is like, I want to one day go through the entire Danganronpa franchise and all of its influences, and also everything Kodaka's done, except I guess the Tribe 9 gacha, because it's dead. But because that includes, like, one of the big gaps in Danganronpa influences for English speakers is the Twilight and Moonlight, or the Syndrome game, the games that the second investigation had very, very deliberately drew from. You know the one. Yeah.
Wait, say it again.
So
Sorry.
in Danganronpa 2, the
ADHD.
investigation, you had the arcade machine that had the flashback murder.
Yes.
That was based on a whole different game series.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
But none of those games are translated to English, and they're also part of the Kill the Past franchise because the guy who did it also did games like No More Heroes and Silver Case and Flower, Sun, and Moon or Rain or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, so he has this whole series of games, which I feel like most people know No More Heroes because it's like silly weeb guy who uses the lightsaber to kill on the Wii and you bash things with it. You know, so it's like, and then you know, also Saw and other influences. But so that's when one day that'll happen. But I also have a lot of lists like Uchikoshi. I have all of his stuff. I have still need to play the Science Adventure games. I like Chaos Child is one of my favorite visual novels, and there's still like I haven't played Anonymous Code. Haven't played all these other ones. Okay, cool. Takumi's here. I can actually get shit done.
Yeah.
Natsumi's great, but she's just not a fighter. So.
I've only ever needed one reason to fight, and that's to protect you.
Yay! Hit slap, hit gem, whatever. Flash and Rain, that's the one. Thank you.
Now, as far as like shipping goes, Takumi is a character where he would probably have the most by way of being the protagonist.
Yes.
Some of them are real bad. So like, Nozomi is like, this is cool. This is wholesome. This is good. But like some of them are real bad because like we mentioned the Ava one earlier. It kind of depends on the route too, because sometimes in some routes Takumi is just a bastard. Sometimes he's a war criminal, sometimes he's a guy trying his best, but he's a little misguided.
Still a war criminal though.
Oh, and also Side B guy, I love how compared to a Route Zero self, this version of Nozomi no longer sees humanity with rose-tinted glasses.
Because she has her memory back.
They're even paralleling the part where she fought on her own.
Yes.
But that time she was doing it for humanity, and now
she's doing it for her friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be careful not to get killed up.
Okay, no, that's fair. And there's also like transfer. Like I've heard, I'm not skipping this battle. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Because I know that like especially like what's the one Umineko, and I think Ryokushi in general also references a lot of mystery stories. So you know, if that's to your interest, that is also a thing. I got my items back. Nice. I think I did.
I feel like they've added a guitar riff in the back.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there's something to just
it's
hype
cool.
it up. Yeah.
It's like how the Danganronpa games would, I think it was the Chapter 5 mystery, every time they would add a little something to the investigation music, and it's like, oh shit, let's fucking go!
Oops.
That's the second time I've dropped my phone.
It's okay. Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, Dark. I'm big on the Takumi Eito ship, except for the one time when it's just sexual assault.
Oh, is that called Takumi?
That's called the Takumi. That is one of the scenes that it's like, this is not going on stream.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a, hey, here's what this ending is. I'm not showing it. We're moving on.
Oh, God. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
It like, tonally fits the route, but the route is itself,
I was gonna try and have Takumi dash out of there because the minions are gonna come and beat his ass, but oh no, they're over there!
Shit.
Okay, no, we got more friends coming, okay. I should have realized.
Let's go, the team assembles. Red Ranger, Blue Ranger.
I mean, is it Moko Gold Ranger?
Yes.
Yeah, you said red and blue, didn't you?
Red and blue, yeah.
Yeah, but
I was just saying
oh,
shit.
okay. I mean, I thought you were referencing the literal Tokusatsu team they made in the Killing Game route. the communicator.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot about the.
So Mocha's the Gold Ranger, and Hiroko wasn't on the team because she died, I think, or was she on it? I don't think so.
She's the Gold Ranger because she deserves all the championships, all the gold, baby. Takumi Yugamu is a really funny one in Killing Game. Because the Killing Game, that we also talked about it on stream, that Killing Game is a weirdly queer route.
Yeah,
because
yes.
Tsubasa kisses Nozomi.
Or
not Nozomi, Darumi, that's what I meant. Darumi, holy shit. Tsubasa kisses Darumi. Darumi it just becomes Hiroko's puppy girl for a bit. And
then you have the Nozomi Ava dynamic, so, and then also Takumi and Yugamu, so it's like...
Yeah, like, Yugamu is just there like, hey, we can't let the girls outdo us, let's show her what guys can, and Takumi's like, go away.
It is all surrounding the Takumi-Tsubasa head relationship, but it's like, okay, everything else is mega gay, though.
That's one of the routes that really doesn't push Takumi and Nozomi, because, well, they've kind of got their own things going on. Nozomi, in particular, is dealing with a lot.
Right.
The polycule route, deeply bisexual story, so true. Literally, and they were roommates.
History will call them roommates.
I know what I can do. Fucking kill them.
Okay, I was gonna try and do something cool, but
And then Takumi Hiroko is a complicated one.
Yeah, see, I guess I feel like that's a route I haven't really experienced. Because, I mean, I've seen, like, she's obviously, like, you know, like, respects him as a leader, and they have stuff going on there, but I wouldn't call it romantic, necessarily.
Yeah.
But, you know, it doesn't mean I can't think about it, or, you know, it's, you know, in some capacity. Whatever, I'm not gonna use this later.
It's one that's, like, I see it, but it's impossible to talk about.
Yeah. Well, at least, yeah, until another route I mentioned. I definitely will. Hey, everybody else is here. I think that's almost there. Oh, no, no twins. They're like, fuck it. Oh, yeah, they have to grapple with the fact that they're not. They're as much siblings as everybody, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about their memories together aren't even real. Fuck, the twins! No!
Thinking about the complex moral stuff ain't my thing. Yeah. I like that energy.
Yes.
Like, this is too... My brain can't.
So it's essential. I'm just gonna go out and hit shit with my fucking baseball bat. Oh damn, okay. I feel like the first hour and a half felt like it took ages, or in a good way. Like I felt like, oh man, and now it's like, wait, now we're almost at 3 hours. It's like, damn, okay. Probably because it was that battle. They wouldn't even skip this.
Well, they would have at least shown you the dialogue.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, because it makes more sense if this is your second route.
Yeah, I know, but because I know they want you to skip repeated battles, but I feel like this is a unique battle, so it's like, I mean, or it's like, I guess maybe it's like the enemy. I don't know what determines a unique battle, because it makes sense with the commanders, but in this case,
there are some times where you cannot. They do not give you the option, and this feels like one where it's like thematically, if you don't play this fight, what are you doing? Like, this is where everybody comes together, and you know, this is what we're really fighting for. Type shit.
Yes.
I saw a Darumi cosplay at MagFest who gave me a little goodie bag, including a badge I can pin to my shirt with Searay on it. That's proclaiming I am a member of the Special Defense Unit. Do I want to be part of the unit?
I guess not when you think about it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Darumi gave me a goodie bag, and I'm like, okay, what's in it? Darumi cosplayer. I'm thinking a lot of things, and
severed head, you know,
cocaine. But no, it's actually just dog treats. Okay. But yeah, like, do you see a Ray pin? It's like, fuck C Ray. I'm punning into the wall.
Yeah.
But no, that's a really
cool.
cool.
Where did those guys come from?
I'd love to go to a convention again one day.
Yeah, that would be nice.
It's been snapping years.
Preferably not Anime Expo because it's too big, it's
Yeah.
too far away. I feel like something in San Francisco or Sacramento would be better.
Yeah. No, I remember the last time that I went to Anime Expo, it's like, okay, this is the last day.
I know, I feel like anime is even more popular now, so I was just imagining
Worse, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's weird that anime is popular now. Because in some ways it's not. Like, if I went up to someone and it's like, hey, let's talk about Precure, or like, you can still like anime in a way that's not.
There's definitely a huge difference between normie and like so I guess anecdote part of what I want to bring up maybe
One Piece.
Yeah, no, so One Piece, because I told you about this, but I was literally at work. So one of my coworkers, she is kind of in that normie sphere of like, you know, like she's watching Demon Slayer right now with her son, and her son's a big part of her gateway. But they've been asking me for recommendations, so I've been trying to use that to get them to watch more interesting things. Not that I like Demon Slayer, but I haven't watched it, but I like the manga. But I was gonna say, she watched the One Piece live action, and she liked season 2 a lot, and we were talking about it. And first there was a guy who's just like, yeah, I'm watching Wano, I only watch One Piece for the fights, and I'm like, L. But then after that there was like a fucking middle-aged old lady who's like, yeah, I didn't think I would like it, but I liked One Piece, the live action, I'm thinking about watching the anime. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I'm talking about One Piece in my conservative-leaning retail grocery store, or city's retail grocery store that I work at, and a fucking middle-aged lady is like, understanding me and like joining in on the conversation of like, this isn't real. What is happening?
Oh god, now that I've like been in that store, that sounds crazy.
Yeah, that store. And when 15 years ago I got laughed at for, no, more than 15 years ago now, I got laughed at for liking it in my anime club. So it's like, what? I don't understand. It's just so surreal to me that like, because I encountering the 4Kid stub, seeing the vitriol towards it from fans, seeing the disdain for One Piece as a whole from people who only had the 4Kid stub as their perspective on it, and then now it's like I'm talking about it in a grocery store with random old people who aren't anime fans. It's like, this is like Whoopi Goldberg was talking about season 1 on a talk show, like One Piece, yeah. It's like, what is happening? How is like? For everyone's, you know, and there's a lot of fair complaints to have about the live action, but like I just fundamentally like it because it's just, well, one, seeing the weirdness in live action is really fun and funny, and also it's just like, it's real, and I still can't fucking believe that it's real, and it's like,
if it actually pulls people into the anime,
yeah,
who wouldn't have otherwise checked it out, then I mean that's
exactly. That's absolutely, yeah, something I think about a lot as well. Just like, yeah.
Oh, don't forget you do desperation potions.
Oh yeah, I should be.
Saving them for wave 4 actually is probably the...
Yeah, that's usually what I do, but I'm gonna do here. Because I feel like this is the last like wave, just seeing how the fight's structured, right? So, and you can't reach, you fucking fuck.
Oh, last wave within the wave.
Yeah, because
I'm looking at the 3 and 4 in the corner, and I'm like, are you
sure?
Yeah,
I don't know how to frame it, but last like group of enemies that they're sending at me in this specific combat, that's in this specific wave, right? So it's like, so because yeah, I can do. Does Kako voice anyone interesting? I don't remember if I asked that, but because now that I don't know, she's like, I like her a lot.
The only thing that I remember with Kako's voice actress is that something that Shark told me one time. But I feel like if Shark wants to post that in the chat, that'd be cool. I'm gonna look up the voice actor. Oh wait, that's the English stuff. Rikako Ito?
Okay, name does not ring an immediate bell.
That's a bang.
Oh, that's what. So Shark, a friend is a friend of Kako's English voice actress, apparently.
Oh, English voice.
Yes, which I mean, yeah.
I thought it was the Japanese. So
that would be crazy. I mean, maybe it's a global world now, but I just wouldn't expect that for since the language barrier and all.
I feel like these the credited roles. This is what behind the voice actors. Those all look like background characters.
Okay.
Video game? Yeah, that's not a lot. They go to like Metal.
What's wrong? There's more. There's more. Everyone's getting their asses beat.
Oh hey, Ito. Oh yeah, and also the thing about like.
Oh, wait, a friend is a friend of the Japanese one. That's cool. Okay.
Oh, so I didn't misremember.
Yeah, no, okay. I just assumed, because we all speak English here. Well, I most...
Okay, yeah, there were only 2
noteworthy characters that you saw.
Yeah, these are all supporting characters in recent anime. Or like, fall last year, winter the year before.
What are the shows? On off chance I recognize them.
Hero without a class who even needs skills.
Didn't watch it.
That is a like background character, and 7th Time Loop, the villainess enjoys a carefree life married to the worst enemy. I think this is also a background character.
And I haven't seen that show. Okay.
But yeah, like with her performance, I just remember the one in Route Zero where she, like, Veshness killed Ima, and Kako fucking stabs her to death, and just the screams are so fucking good.
So yeah, Ito's just good now? Question mark? I mean, it's...
my friend is a Japanese to Brazilian translator and lived in Japan for a year and is living for another one now.
That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
Fucking go, that's hype.
Okay, well, I did not expect Ada to join us. Which is nice because I haven't played as him in a million years. Wait, why can't they do a desperation? Takumi not allowed to die here?
Yeah, it might be, like, check the win or lose conditions.
Oh,
Huh.
Yeah, weird.
Try Yuga.
Oh yeah, let's, use over... Find Yugamu, I guess.
Like, I would believe if there were fights where it's...
Oh, he's stunned. Dope, bozo.
I would believe if there were some battles where it's like, no, the characters cannot die here.
Yeah. Okay, because I want to... I have a lot of AP, I'm just trying to think how to use it conservatively to, I'd love to finish it this turn. Because why did I guess I should do it, but, I wanted to do Desperation. Well, no, I guess Desperation would have been a bad move at first anyway, so... because I would have gotten a lot of wasted, voltage.
Takumi also has an ability where, like, he gets a +1 buff for every character that dies. You tested the headphones earlier with to make sure that like I could hear the game too with Megalovania and it keeps popping into my now.
I gave you brain worms.
Alright,
let's do some work over here. Alright, now I'll just be able to just carve through these guys for free. Because it's satisfying to play. Nope, that's on. Oh, I need to do this. Won't reach. So it's more worthwhile. Super. Oh yeah, well no, your beam's useless now. This should be good. Yeah. They're always just placed in the worst possible position.
Yeah.
Okay, now I can get some more voltage with Monk over here.
The battles are interesting because in some of the earlier ones, like the tutorials, like the enemies are positioned in ways that line up for characters' attacks. But then like in the later ones, they are deliberately staggered in ways that's like...
Deliberately fuck you, yeah. I should have done that version first. You're gonna trade this here, so I think that a bit of AP inefficiency, because I could have killed that guy with that head straight at first. But oh well. Okay, we don't need the other guys. You other guys here. You guys can go home. You can't reach. I should probably unfair this. I don't think I've done some of these moves yet, because they're new. Last agility potion. I probably should. Oh, I had strength trap still. Okay, I think this is the last of it. Does he not higher?
No, he has an ability where like his attacks give him a random buff.
Oh, so sometimes it clears his status. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I must have missed some guys. Or... Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, he's...
no one can move except Showa.
Someone's useless! Oh wait, no, I can do aggression signal, I guess. Yeah. Okay, I guess that's it. Oh, and now you can do a desperation thing, yeah. No, I can't. Why can't I do desperation attacks?
It might be something like deliberate with the fight.
Yeah. Which is weird because I'd assume that everyone can still like die, like normal thing, I guess. But, no, I can do it like this.
They're fighting to live, so they don't want to kill themselves.
I can't. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna dash first, I guess.
And for some reason that now just reminded me of like, so I've been going through Yu Yu Hakusho, and like I started picking up Chapter Black, but like I've been going through the English dub, and sometimes it does just feel like an abridged series. Oh, okay. Don't worry.
Go ahead. I don't think it's significant at this point.
But like sometimes it does just feel like an abridged series. Like I'll occasionally compare, like I'll listen to the dub and put the subtitles up, just to kind of like see. And they do punch up the dialogue a lot, and sometimes it's like it's quippier, it's more like. But one of the things that I think is just accurate is Sakio when he's like talking about his parents, and he's like, "Oh, I grew up with very loving parents. I hated them both." Or there's a line with Hiei where he's fighting some guy, and he's like, or maybe he just won the fight, and the guy's like, you know, "I want to die with honor, kill me." And Hiei's like, "If you want to die so badly, kill yourself." It's like,
okay, Vestas, what do you want?
取引ってどうせ人工天体に逃がしてやる代わりにこの学園を受け渡せとか言うつもりだろ。
偉大なこの私が侵略者にそんな情けをかけるわけがないだろう。
see, and then when she calls them villains, it's like, well, she's kind of right from their perspective, except she's also literally trying to become God.
And even her side doesn't like her.
No.
Like, they only have to put up with her because she's incredibly powerful, and they don't have any other option.
Yeah.
だが抵抗するなら容赦はしない。
I guess that's like what the business route is supposed to be, where she's just like, "I'm keeping you alive to make you suffer," or something. I don't know. Or what's her explanation for keeping alive in the business route? Or have you not gotten that far?
No, I have. I've beaten it, but I just memory is fuzzy.
Gotcha.
I feel like it's something along those lines. She does end up talking to Takumi a lot.
Yeah.
So they have a.
Someone has to otherwise the route would be really fucking boring.
この星にいる人たちだって平和を望んでいるはずだよね。
侵略者の分際でくだらないことを言う。
I mean, I don't think he's wrong. If we look at like what, just look at the planet, and it's like, yeah, this is all because of little Earthlings. So, oops.
Colonialism versus authoritarian religion.
どれだけの苦痛を味わったと思っている。貴様らを皆殺しにするまで我らの安息は得られない。この星和平の余地なさそうです。
Yeah, it's a really like fucked premise of like they're the invading force, but also they're being manipulated by the people who are like forcing them to fight. So they're also victims. I guess it's just everyone is a victim in war.
Yes.
Is more the takeaway.
楽しむ。
ああ、私はこの戦争が心から楽しいんだ。悪の侵略者を駆逐するこの戦争が。
Oh, she's enjoying it because like, oh, cool, an objectively evil enemy that I can just kill without remorse and get my bloodlust out that way.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit. Of course, she wouldn't give an end to a war when that's what she wants is war.
This particular image I find kind of like funny because like, you know, like in the killing game route, Hiriko dies. So like sometimes this image will come up, but Hiriko's just not there. And it's like, no.
Wow, there's a lot of negative space there, huh? Like, yeah.
Like, they don't replace her with anything, it's the same asset.
Or they don't just do a whole different CG that frames it better for having two characters in it, right? Instead they have...
So it makes you feel the absence?
Yes, I guess so. Yes, that is...
Even if it is, like, a cost-cutting, like... It's like, we need to get this game made.
Yeah.
If we do a new CG for literally everything, the game will not get made.
I mean, I get considering...
Kodako will go
right, I didn't even think about... There's a whole other visual novel he put out like 5 months after 100 Line, Shoot in Order, that I just forgot about until just now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that one.
Yeah. Apparently, maybe they fixed it by now, but I heard at least at release there was some quality issues with the translation that people were complaining about. So where I'd say 100 line's been pretty solid.
Yeah. Did 100 line make it in right before the whole wave of like chat GPT?
Maybe. I hope that they didn't use it. Well, I do remember there was someone, I think
It was like a year ago, I think.
Yeah, there was someone in the industry who did say something about how, oh yeah, this game's a year old now. Fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. But there was someone in the industry talking about how like more anime companies are using AI than they're saying because they know about the backlogs will be bad. In fact, I saw one where it's like there was like these hyper detailed like old style looking shots and I'm like, okay, those feel like they're very much made with AI. They do not look right to me. I showed using like old style clips for a bit they were doing, and everyone looked. They kind of looked like made me think of they were probably possibly AI.
Yeah.
Oh, Vesnus was born for war, and yeah, it seems less humans than literally weapons. That's right, the characters are literally weapons born for war.
Yeah,
so
they're not even humans.
Yes, Vesnus kind of wants to be what they are, basically, in a sense, or like she's making herself what they are. By choice, rather.
Well, because I believe she refers to Shion as like the second coming, or like the divine weapon.
Yes.
So yeah, there's a lot going on there. What a trio. Eito, Nozomi, Takumi. It's all Danganronpa. We have the Byakuya, the Kyoko, the Kiridori, and the Nike. The Hajime, Komaeda, Chiaki, Shuichi. That one's fucked. That is the main character. Oh my god. The reveal. It still causes me pain.
Paralyzed hand, put your hand in the ass, and now I should be able to let's do a and then Hiriko's gonna go crazy. Okay. Yeah, this is good. That's perfect actually.
Oh, you got fully healed in between.
Yes. I hope so, especially from death.
Underline was specially made to not use AI in it. Kodaka talked about creating multiple options and branching stories through human-only collaboration. A lot is said about AI being able to create those infinite experiences that adapt to the user input. Underline was Kodaka's attempt at doing that without AI.
Okay.
I'd say you did a pretty good job.
Yeah, it's definitely made by humans.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
It being made by humans is kind of like thematically important to everything it's saying.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Oh wait, there's a whole other side. I gotta. This is the last round, so I'm gonna do my classic Kako side plot.
Yeah. Take a desperation potion, throw a barricade up, go Ima, beat the shit out of them.
Exactly. Is that something you did as well?
Yeah, it's a try and true strategy.
Yeah.
More often than not, I think I just blew everybody up. I would get to a boss wave and I would beat the boss like turn 1. Because I would just throw everybody at them. And then like the more routes you play, the more items you get, just the more resources, and then eventually they're maxed out, and it's like, I have 10 spring traps and 10 desperation potions. Bye, Beshness.
Basically.
It doesn't come through on stream, but I was waving my arms and like punching in the air.
I also did not see you doing that, so you just did it for no reason, unfortunately.
I talk with my hands.
It's fine. Could be worse, it could be talking to the hand.
Talk to the hand.
I slapped myself. That's what I said. Okay, big problem with us doing things in the same room is that now physical things are not going to read to an audience.
Yeah.
So I guess that's another update thing, because obviously we've talked about our plans for YouTube, where I'm going to be stockpiling it. So the main reason I'm stockpiling videos is so regarding my school, my classes, I'm basically done with this semester. I have some astronomy stuff I have to do next week, and then in 2 weeks from I have 2 essays that I basically finished, and I just need to revise them, and that's that. And then so I'm basically done with this semester. Summer semester I'm planning to take 2 courses, and that'll be that. I'm gonna come back to you guys, and then fall semester is what I'm calling the hell semester, because I wanted to make sure I finish it, basically. So I'm going to be doing 2 in-person classes and 2 online classes, and one of the in-person classes is also having a lab to it, so it's just quite a bit of effort there. I'm going to try to defer. I can defer to you now. I can't do it actually.
You can use voltage.
Yes, I can. Yes, do remove again is what you're saying, right? Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't quite get me where I want it to be. That's actually awful.
Yeah, what that did not work.
Hold on, I could have just done this from the beginning.
Oh.
Well, no, I did get the AP, but oh well. I didn't.
Time to spring the trap.
Muggle will take a little bit of damage, but it's not good. Did I just do the wrong thing? I did the wrong thing. No, I did. Right, I did. I meant to do that. So I just was worried that I did the other one instead, the regular. Okay. The jury just has such big range. It's really nice. Like look at this, I'm hitting 3 big guys. Oh yeah, that's just perfect. That's it. All hits all of them.
Takumi is so busted.
He's oh yeah, because now he's got some dead party members, so he's doing more damage.
Dead party member win.
Oh yeah.
Right. I forgot the defensive stance gives you movement.
Or it clears your fatigue rather. So,
yeah.
Yes. So I have to use 4 AP over here with nose of me. I'll come back to that actually.
No, I said the wrong thing, but I was right though. What I meant was correct.
Yes. Yeah, I was like, oh, we might get to the next choice today after all, and then I kind of forgot that battles take a while. Oh, shit. Can't reach him. No, I couldn't reach him because there was guys in the way. I couldn't reach him because...
Did you run out of desperation potions?
Oh, I guess I could do that. Oh, I could also just do it. So yeah, let me come back to this side. I'm trying to make... Okay, yeah, there's... I can do that.
Oh my god, this battle's been going on for 40 minutes?
40 minutes?!
No, wait. Okay, well that's the lead into that. We're like 45.
Jeez. It's a long battle in fairness, but
Yeah.
also I'm bad at the game because I don't remember how to play.
Well, and there were story developments in there too, like all the characters that show up. More indicative of just like battles take time. I guess we are like 3.5 hours into the stream as well, and I feel like I'm kind of not quite 3.5. Just out of practice, and it's like it's easier to stream longer when like you do it consistently. I've found.
Yes. Maybe one more ultimate. I really need to start remembering the vets and rally because it's also pretty useful. Can't do anything there.
Another one of the features that I just didn't use for most of my playthrough, and then you found it, and I'm like, what?
So useful.
What was that?
Okay, literally. I can kill. Can't. Oh, okay. Okay. I think that's it for this turn. I don't think I can do any more. Yeah, because Moko's stunned. So, okay, cool. Oh, that was it? This is 2 guys? Jesus Christ. You're stunned, you're stunned, you're...
Oh.
Wait, no, I can fix this. Hold on. No, I only have 1 spring trap. Because I was thinking, like, oh, if I have Nozomi jump over, she can,
I feel like there is one
damn it.
particular like scream in the crowd noises where it's just somebody fucking like it's horrifying. Like they go all in on it.
Almost. I'm just using all of my AP to get her there so I can fucking do something about the last guy. I guess I could. Well, no, Nozomi has rescue bullets, so she's actually the best option for this, I think.
Oh wait, it's the last enemy. How do you want to do this?
Okay, cool, we win. That was so stupid. That was the dumbest way to fight. They're just like dead on the ground, and Nozomi's like. Bang!
No, sorry, I'm tired. Let me just. Okay. Go again.
I could have just ended the turn, and he would have moved like, and he might have even just killed himself on the barrier. And that was so stupid. And Nozomi gets the final hit, though. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, for Nozomi. No, that's
for Nozomi.
Alright, I gotta use the bathroom. Jesus Christ. And you stand up. My legs.
S for you're all fakes.
Fake? You're the fake hedgehog around here. Wait, you haven't played the Sonic Adventure 2, have you?
Oh, is this Shadow?
Shadow, yeah.
Even not playing it, I feel like I got it. Wowzers, everyone, you were great out there. Yeah. Sure, CRA, of course. Oh, this is a fucking Monokuma in the what do you call that? Like the popper? I don't know. Yeah, hey everybody, it's me, MathWiz. How's everybody doing? Filling dead air. I've gotten back into Critical Role recently for the first time. Like, last time I would have listened to it was like 4 years ago. It's cool, D&D. also been playing Baldur's Gate. It's also D&D. It's cool. The little Monokuma and the confetti, that is true. Of course, Sire would represent another just evil fucker. Another puntable mascot. I remember there when I like did my Danganronpa 2 stream highlights video, like Wowzers was a clip that I used a lot because there's just a line where what's her name? Ibuki says it. And I would just like something silly or something like dramatic would happen or whatever, and I'd just intercut with Wowzers, and now Sire saying it. It's a full circle moment. It's like poetry. It rhymes. D&D Brainworms. I've been running a tabletop role-playing game recently with some friends, but it's not D&D. RPGs are cool. It's great to finally be back to these streams. I agree. It's been a while, but it wasn't as long. It wasn't as long as the Raincode ones. That was kind of a whole different issue.
Well, because yeah, we kind of did like hiatuses on and off for that one, and then eventually you just gave up. So it's like, well, okay.
Yeah, I will get back to Raincode one day. I just with everything going on, I wasn't in the I wasn't in the right like headspace to keep up with the streams at that time.
Do I have a physical copy?
Oh?
No, I think I returned it to get it on Steam. That's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I bought it and then they just... That's right, I bought the original version on Switch and they were just like, yeah, we're just doing a better version on PC. And I'm like, fuck. And that's easy to stream too. So I just returned it and bought it on Steam. That's right.
It probably runs better. And I'm sure it would be the same for 100 line. Although on the Switch 2, I don't know. I don't really know. I just know that the Switch 2, like, oh god. So back when I was still, like, with someone who had the Switch 2, seeing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet run functionally was insane.
Yeah.
Yes, Sire, you've got some explaining to do. Sorry. That's it. ...
God, it really was 40 minutes of that fucking fight.
Running tabletop RPGs is cool. It's like writing fan fiction, but without actually writing. Yeah.
No, I got my session tomorrow. I'm really excited for it. It is, I don't know, especially now that like the game clicked and we're all like really enjoying it. It's definitely just like some of the most fun I'm looking for every week, and it's just really satisfying and engaging.
I feel like something I've been enjoying about Baldur's Gate is that like it's familiarizing me with like the D&D mechanic a little bit more, and kind of getting in the habit of like, oh, here's a combat and I have a list of skills. What can I do here? And you know, I feel like actual tabletop game, you could get a lot more creative with it, but just one of the biggest things I feel like is just it's hard to get creative when you're not certain of the tools that you have that you're working with. And like I've noticed it in Critical Role when like new guests come on and they're unfamiliar with the systems. As the campaign or whatever they're doing goes along, they kind of get more comfortable and like add more flair to it, and it's like, yeah, hell yeah.
No, it's like you have to, you know, do anything to get the first step to being good at something is being bad at something, right? Like, you know, you have to do it and then get better. Yeah, for sure.
It's just like with art.
Yes.
And other most things.
I mean, yeah, because D&D, it's definitely like it's a you know, it's a type of like performance, you know, improv, right? So, with a game system like framework, so yeah. Just thanks for recap. It was 40 minutes since I did anything of value story-wise. Oh, was that it? To ensure we had a greater variety of viewpoints. Okay, so they wanted some level of like difference and conflict from their fabricated memories. So even someone like Shoma who doesn't value his own, or Darumi who like don't value their lives in different ways, right? So because okay, that makes more sense. So she on the beach is actually their dad.
Yeah, it's.
That's not what I meant by baby daddy.
I had the same thought, and I'm like, should I? Literal baby daddy. No.
Oh, that's so stupid. Oh god.
Wait. Did that make him the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit?
What?
Jesus.
Wait, he is God. Holy fuck, that's why he's the second coming. Wait, that's so funny.
Yeah, 'cause there's the religious, like, not cult. That's just fetchness.
I mean, it is a cult. She's just the zealot, right? So,
normally in an RPG you fight God, but now they're fighting with God.
That's so funny. Because he is a ghost. He is also a baby, and he's also genetically their father.
Yeah.
Wait, that's so good.
Good line is the Evangelion of Danganronpa.
I feel like if you do a 100-line video, you have to slip that in there.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
But yeah, so one thing I was talking about earlier is, as far as like, obviously we're doing channel stuff. We were gonna do a no show for Doremi because we're gonna watch the movie and then we're gonna be done with Doremi until they put out more of it. But that's God knows when that's gonna happen. And I guess the other thing, it's only potentially right now, especially because I mentioned earlier that I have my health semester coming up where I just have like a full-time job and 16 hours of classes a week. No, actually, hold on. Let me think. From 9:30 to like 5:45. I do have like a 2-hour break in there, but I'm not going to leave school. So that is, how many hours is that? 3. Yeah, that's like another 8 hours a day. So that's 16 hours a week just of in-person school plus 2 online classes, which I'm expecting to get a lot of the online class stuff done during the school day, like during that 2-hour break. Like, what am I going to do? No, I'm just going to be on my laptop. I can do my school online classes there. But still, it's like I just feel like I'm not gonna have as much time, and then a lot of the rest of my time I want to spend with like hanging out with my friends and stuff. So I was thinking like, oh, I can get back into YouTube this year, and it's like, no, with the health semester coming up, I think I'm gonna, because next year I'm gonna have a regular number of classes again, and then ideally in the fall semester I'll be quitting my job, moving to college, and then not getting another job, at least not right away, because I have a nice chunk of money saved up. So I'm gonna hopefully get through college without having to work a second job. I still can, but hopefully my second job is just gonna be YouTube.
God, is this what like actually having a 5-year plan actually looks like?
Yes, apparently. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And so basically, next year we're thinking about doing the Nen show again. With probably starting off with Egghead and Elbaf, and then we have, honestly, because we had a whole system, and I think what we want to, like, honestly, I even thought about expanding it, because it's called the Nen Show. We can just, like, say, fuck it, let's just read any shonen manga? If so, like, it doesn't have to be action. I do think, like, keeping it themed is nice, but, and on some level, it's like, especially when we want to move into you. Why not? Because I definitely talked about, like, we talked about the thought of doing it, like, trying to reach a larger audience just on the off chance it becomes like profitable, and it's like, because we got a chunk of change from doing it, from having the Patreon and stuff, but we changed how we do the Patreon and lean more towards
this is very Danganronpa V3.
Yes, right. Oh, wow, there's just random fucking people that know about what's happening, I guess?
Something about...
Wait, are they... Of course they're fucking televising everything that's happening! That's always what happens in... It's just Danganronpa 4. It's just Danganronpa 100.
Yep.
So... Oh, no, these are so... Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, these are simulated people. Okay, they're not real. Oh, wait, no, they do know. What? It turns out that they don't believe it. I need to read the story. There's a story called, like, The Ones Who Left Omelad or something like that. I think that's what it's called. Where basically it's about this utopian city called Omelad, and everyone lives there. Like, no one suffers, no one struggles. But then they find out that beneath the city, there's one child who has to suffer to allow for all this to happen. And so some people leave the city because it's basically sort of like, it's about capitalism. Like, our American prosperity comes about because of the suffering inflicted on the rest of the world, right? For its commerce and industry, basically. So it's about, and like this kind of like, they're not happy with the people suffering for their sake, right? They don't like learning about this. So I might have gotten the okay, I think I got it right because Shark's mentioning it, so I think I got the title right. I've only heard about it, so I need to properly read it. But it is it sounds good.
Reminder that their different abilities are based on their personalities, so if Shoma isn't how he is, then we wouldn't get a strong tank.
Yeah.
So I guess that's also...
No, because that answers my question of, like, why would they make personalities that would be so, like, you know, like, it took fucking a week for them to get anyone to fight, pretty much, except for, like, the you know, Darby, Hiro, because Hiroko was already, like, had memories of fighting, you know, like, you know, then, like, only 4 of the fucking base one, like, starting group was, and I guess you had the second school, so, but still, we're old, you get, of course you would say that, well, now that Jesus Christ, yeah, those movies, like, this is, stop, it's really fucking driving it in, aren't you, fucker?
I have a newborn child coming, you can't stop. Yeah, and Nozomi being the one to say this, when she was the defender of humanity.
Yeah, now she's the scales have tipped towards, you know, these fucking clones, right? Like she cares more about the fake in quotation marks than the real, right?
Yeah,
in a sense, because like they're real people, these aren't, but like these are real people, you know, in a different sense. So it's like, how many choices are after this? Because I'm just wondering, like, how many routes follow this information. Because obviously they could always reveal it in any other route, which is, I guess, good thing the Killing Game wasn't those routes, because this is crazy. But
or it could be Box of Blessings, where they just exposit everything.
Oh,
and there's no like
processing like there is here, right?
Yeah, it's just like, oh, okay, guess we'll keep going.
Yeah.
Oh, also another route that I realized, we couldn't have done conspiracy because in its own way, it reveals the memories being fake.
Okay. Oh.
But it's like way less satisfying. And honestly though, if you played that first by mistake, it could probably come off in a way that's like, that's not a real reveal.
Yeah,
because the whole
conspiracy
route is you die or you die or you die or you die or you die, and it's like, what? There's kind of no point. So the reveal of the memories being fake is like, okay.
Yeah, it's that makes sense.
Like even the reveal itself doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. We take the baby with us. Take dad with us. Fuck.
This is like reminding me of you had made a point about Gintama about like familiar roles like off stream.
Yes.
And how like he has like a fatherly and a brotherly thing with
Shinpachi.
Yeah. Shinpachi and then with Shion, there's now kind of like all of it, like dad, son, brother,
classmate,
God,
God. I guess that makes C-Ray grandfather.
Get the gun.
Get the gun. What is that?
C-Ray is a war criminal. He should be tried for his crimes.
True. Big true. Moko.
Unironically, the comedy route foreshadows the fake memories during a damn try not to laugh challenge.
Wait, what?
Okay, that must be on the split that I haven't done yet.
That's so funny. Holy shit. That's really
wait. No, actually, the try not to laugh, I know what it... Right, because that's what leads Takumi to clown out. Like, that's a choice. So there's one where, like, the joke is he is the straight man in a comedy of, like, he's a straight man among a group of imbeciles.
Oh, and so you make the choice to stay the straight man or not do that.
Yeah, because, like, anytime he, like, the comedy gets too much for him and he's like, what is this? He explodes. So it's like, the try not to laugh, I don't know that that's exactly what it's referring to, but it's basically like, hey, if you cave on this humor,
he explodes.
You explode.
That's so funny. Holy fuck. I need that.
And then I think the one ending where you do, like, stay the straight man, he explodes, and then there's just, like, Takumi in the sky, like, farewell, everyone.
Ryunosuke! You remember that part of Zou, right? One Piece? When Kanjuro made the dragon to climb up the thing, and he died at the end, and Robin and Frank were like crying over him, and then in the sky you see little Ryunosuke drawing, and it's like, goodbye, sweet prince. And it's like, so that's why I was like, Ryunosuke, because it reminded me, it's just, I mean, I don't know where that originated. I imagine it's gotta be an old trope of just the, like, faded out person in the sky dead, basically. Yeah. I've seen it as or parodied or referenced, but I don't remember the origins, so it's probably old by this point.
The try not to laugh is separate from Takumi blowing up route. Separate from clown route. Okay. I'm going to... See, this is also part of the fun. Like, when I do my streams, I'm gonna try to come up with fun names for all the splits. So, like, I know I have Paranoia route is one. Misogyny route. Oh, it's a literal try not to laugh challenge set up by C-Ray.
Oh god. Oh, and if you laugh, he blows you up. What a dick. That's so funny. This game is probably the funniest Konaka game. I think I don't think it's a contest. I'm trying to think of, like, I mean, Danganronpa has some good bits, you know, but I've, like...
Only by way of, like, totality, there's so much more of the characters.
Yeah, that's a good point. And it's like, Danganronpa literally can't have here's the comedy version, right? So that's a good point where it's just, like, the type of game. But even just the main route, just, like, just had Ima Sire and the shoujo, the romance visual novel. Like those alone are already like I think funnier than anything I can remember in Danganronpa off the top of my head.
Yeah.
So it's like, and never mind. That's even without the comedy route, like even just Route Zero is already probably funnier than any Danganronpa games single. So. Because I do, at least, or maybe honestly, part of it might even just be the communal fact that I'm playing. I've only ever played this game with other people, except for a couple of the killing game route bad endings, like the Tsubasa getting fucking killed by the wasp in Takumi's embrace, where it's like, okay, fuck you.
Yeah, we escaped and everything all was well. We went to bed that night, and then it just.
And Takumi's like, and tomorrow it'll happen. We'll have another nice day. And Tsubasa's just like a skeleton. It's like. But anyway, so because it's like, you know, I remember, I think I heard about it from Valve where they were playtesting Portal 2, and both the solo players and the co-op players said they were having fun, but the co-op players were reacting and laughing way more.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, even there's funny stuff in the solo game too, but like the emergent gameplay of like someone falling into water because someone misplaced a portal, like that's gonna be a funnier emergent gameplay situation regardless of whatever so me playing the game in front of an audience is like, you know, I'm going to react more, right? Because I have that like communal, like, oh, if I laugh harder, I'm not just a loser laughing in my room playing its fucking video game. I'm laughing to an audience who's I would also imagine is laughing with me, right? So most of the time. No, I don't think this is kind of like, I mean, if you fall
there would be so many examples of that from the Danganronpa streams.
Well, maybe a little bit laughing at you in the sense of like the Hajime's Pro Skater.
I think like the joke
well, you're laughing at yourself too, so there's laughing.
Well, there ended up becoming a joke of like Mathiaki because like Chiaki is the ultimate gamer, and I sucked at the gameplay. So it's like, oh, haha, Chiaki teaches me how to be good at game or something.
Yeah.
And then like Chiaki GF was like a meme that came out of that, and like something that never would have happened if I was just playing by myself. Or like, I think in Danganronpa V3 there was a door and it had a little pixel art on it, and it's like, oh, Chiaki door, and it just like kept coming back.
Yeah.
Or like Junko is the mastermind.
So I was saying to respond to you, but at the same time there was a in the dialogue from Takumi. So I didn't mean to read the game aloud. I was actually responding to you. I just happened to also read the game aloud.
Junko is the mastermind is also another.
You did it again with fucking Persona. Which I won't spoil it in the off case that, because I haven't played Persona 4, but I know the spoiler.
Yeah.
On the off chance that someone in chat has not played Persona 4, one of the most popular JRPGs ever. You know, I'm still not going to spoil it, but it is funny that you willed it into existence, like,
I just got
a decade after I already knew about it, even.
I Junko'd a character, but I genuinely wasn't spoiled on it. Oh, Discord is just kind of shitting itself right now.
Unfortunate.
Because, like, I was trying to pull up my 100-line thread to look for more route names I'd come up with, but nothing was loading. And then it's like, oh, we're experiencing issues. I'm like, it makes sense.
Unfortunate. Okay, so I guess it shoots my theory about Takumi being one of the, Futurans, because he has the two-tone hair.
Oh yeah.
So, I guess they are actually all Futurans because they're all descended from Shion.
Yeah.
So wait,
but they don't all have the two-toned hair.
It's
so
just
it might be symbolic of something else.
Yeah.
Ima has two-toned hair.
Does he?
Well, he has like white underdye.
Oh,
on the
gotcha.
Purple.
And
like then you have characters like Yugamu and
Darmi,
blue hair and pronouns, but the blue dye is kind of like growing out.
Yeah, it feels different with Takumi. With Takumi, it's more reminiscent of the way it's two-tone with like Vestus and Ava.
It's the one like swipe of hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, it's the little swoosh.
Ada still wants to just kill everybody.
Discord is down.
No. So did they address if Ato feels the same way about the Futurans? The people of this planet? Like, if he sees Ava and Vesnus, does he still see them as disgusting animals? Or monsters?
Wait, did he also... Well, I thought it was only the human... Oh, wait.
Because then if that's the case, like, then these characters are barely humans, so if Futurans are...
Go back to his dialogue again.
Oh, yeah. He wants to... Which one?
Survival means... oh, you stay out of this. Turning your back... Oh, what did he say about that?
Or,
Yeah, turning our back on this planet.
Yeah, so he does kind of care about these people more, but also, like... I mean, I guess they are not entirely, you know, they're part humans, so maybe that affects it, so,
Ima has dyed hair, but it's funny that hair made me think Takumi is a future, and then I was technically correct.
Yeah? Yeah?
Oops, all future and...
Oh, so this is when Tsubasa gets the idea to make the funny box.
But only sometimes.
Only sometimes.
Oh yeah, and he still thinks it's his fault. Because they all got the power from him.
Okay.
So they wouldn't exist without him.
Right, so all their suffering is, yeah, gotcha.
But it's
He's
also,
God.
Yeah, but it's also like they wouldn't exist without him, so like...
They don't have it, yeah, exactly, so it's...
He shouldn't be beating himself up.
Which I guess that is very parental conflict, right? Like, where it's like, we make the choice to bring someone else into the world, so, you know, and Shion, I guess he didn't really have that choice, but he still feels responsible, right? So,
yeah. That's not realistic. You can't be a baby and a father.
Yeah, I can't believe this game isn't realistic.
And also, God. If HO sees the SDU as monsters, and the same applies to the Futurans, since the SDU are cloned from Futuran DNA. I don't think he does, though. Well, like, I don't know if I'm thinking of something in the future, and...
Well, because even just now he said he doesn't want the people of this planet to die, but he does want to go to the satellite and kill humanity. So he does distinguish between the two. But I guess, like, I don't know, I sort of read it, like, maybe I'm misremembering the exact mechanics, but, like, I'm assuming that these guys have at least some human DNA, so maybe that makes a difference. Because it sounded like they weren't completely Shion, like they have some genetic variance, and where are they going to get that variance? Maybe they got it from other Futurans, maybe they got it from humans, right? So, it's not like the Himo-Anima, the Crypto Club, and it's not like it's unique to, Futurans, because Nozomi has it, right? It doesn't mesh well with her, but she can use it too as a pure human, so,
Oh, at least 4 days? You mean the day the choice happens?
Uh-oh. So you're familiar with all the routes to some capacity? Like, or are there still blank spots? Or at least you're familiar with all the choices on this one, obviously.
Yeah, from this point on, I know the deviations, and I've played them.
Gotcha. Right, it would be other routes that you might have some deviations that you're not familiar with. Right?
Yeah, so. Like, initially, as we were going through it, I was trying to go, like, that's when I played Retsam and Veshness, like...
You're trying to keep up with this.
But the further back we were, the longer the routes were, so it's kind of like, it would have gotten easier, but I couldn't keep up with it.
Yes.
So, like, multiple Atos I haven't done. Casual route I haven't done. I did start multiple, or serial battles route. Bowl of cereal.
And you did do the Ava one, you said, or some of it at least.
Yes. No, I finished the Ava.
You did finish it, okay.
And I can't say the names of the other two because it would spoil the choices.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, it would spoil like what the choices are too.
Yeah. Well, because I might have heard it, but I don't have the context for it. So, and I also haven't committed the memory or anything. I've just like looked down the achievement list a couple times.
I can't think of what anime it is, but like the visual of dropping a stone in the water, and that is the ripple of the memory that like pulls it out.
Oh, what
今日
from
も
something?
偉大な人類のため 観南真空なんのその
Honestly, I think we're going to call it here. I'm a little tired. We have 10 minutes left anyway, so it's like, it's time to call it. We did start late, too, because we had to figure out the tech issues, because this is our first time streaming from the same room. So, alright, but that was fun.
It was a good stream, but, like, I feel like the next ones, like, everything from here on out. Like, we got a big story reveal.
No, and judging by, like, the day, I feel like there's going to be probably 3 more streams. And just judging by, because we've been doing around, like, to this one we did, like, because I saw 51, 61, now it's 74, but also the last stream is probably going to cover less days just by, so...
Yeah, like, these we covered a few more because they, skipped.
So yeah, like, if we do, like, to 84 next stream, to 94 the next stream, then we finish it in the last stream, basically, so...
I'll be able to look at my screen caps and know for sure, like, okay, here's where things get really dense.
Yeah, so if we want to, cut one short to make sure like the last one isn't like 2 hours long or something like that. But if that's how it goes, that's how it goes. So
yep.
Okay. All right, that was a fun stream. Thank y'all for hanging out. I will see you next week. We'll probably start probably start an hour earlier, just to account for our schedules a little better. But thank you for hanging out, and we will see you next time.